What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? Yeah.
Hello, live from Staten Island. It's the Garrett and Steve show.
Welcome.
An exciting Tuesday.
Very.
We have a great guest coming up for you. He's a controversial figure in the compound media space. He's
That's the intro you want to go with?
No.
A controversial figure in the compound media space?
Way to go after I said controversial.
All day to think of something.
I didn't think of anything.
How about Anthony Kumia, king of broadcasting,
Yes.
king of blacks on Twitter, or Mr. N-word
Not anymore.
himself?
You see him on Twitter?
I actually was going to bring that up immediately, but without any further ado, without
Yeah.
wasting any more of his time, the one and only Anthony Kumia.
Best intro ever. Most accurate. Anyway, controversial. Blacks on Twitter. Yeah. Awesome. How you doing, guys?
Awesome.
Doing wonderful.
Yeah.
Good.
How are you doing? We were watching your video about Gino yesterday. It was a very fun time.
Yeah, the whole fucking the Dabbleverse, the offshoots of the Dabbleverse, very strange place. And the Gino situation. Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, my friends. There was stuff said that was a little much. Much. And
it felt like there was one phrase in particular that
Yes,
you took umbrage with.
suck my dick.
It was
Suck my dick.
It was an SMFD he dropped, yes.
Yeah.
Look at you trying to rile things back up. No, suck my dick, Gino, of course. Look, I talked about it a little on the show today about how, this shit happens. It happens when, especially after you've been in a pretty good environment, work environment, play environment, whatever. Compound was a great place. Come on, we all know that. It was a lot of fun. We all made some change and had a great time. It had to end at some point, and that point, and it was very funny with you guys. I was watching the show where yesterday, when you guys are talking about it, and you're like, it's like Anthony found out how much money everyone was making. He just started whacking everybody. Dude, that was so fucking funny. Yeah. I was like, what am I paying this guy? Oh, and then you're like, oh, and then Jameson goes and fucking Morning goes.
The fair one.
It was like the end of The Sopranos, where everybody just one by one starts getting picked off. Get still in a coma.
Yeah, it was like De Niro in Goodfellas when he's sitting at the bar, and he's just looking at everyone. He goes, if I just kill everyone, I could keep all the money.
I don't have to pay any of these guys if they just don't go away.
Fuck that. They find Garrett in a dumpster when it's going into the fucking thing. Steve's in a Cadillac with his wife. It's all shot up. That's how it rolls.
My pink Cadillac with the window sticker.
Yeah. It was a wedding gift.
It's in a mother's name. It's totally fine. I put in a mother's name.
Yeah, the whole Gino thing, though, look, we know Gino. We've known him for many, many years at this point. And I know how he gets with people when he's upset with people. The only thing is, he's in all those years, he's never really been upset with me. And that's great. And that's fun. Yeah. And maybe he was, but we weren't, the moon and stars weren't lined up right. But this time he was pissed at me, and I was on Brennan's show saying it, and I misinformed. I said he made the money that Aaron was making on his show, and I gave it to Gene, and I was wrong. I was totally wrong, and he lost his mind and started treating me like he treats, Brennan and
But okay, you said that. what difference does it make that he didn't? Like, did Brennan go crazy because he was like, I knew he was getting it? Like, what? There was no output from it. It was
No,
just like,
as far as I saw it, I thought it was even funnier because it left Brennan with the impression that Gino was making even more money than he thought he deserved.
Yeah.
Like, I'm paying him $100 a week, $100 a week. And Gino's making like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I don't know.
You know, I would think Gino, even though I was in error there, but I would think Gino hearing it would be like, oh, good. Brennan thinks I was making even more money.
Yeah.
I think it honestly didn't matter what you said. There was going to be something. Just the fact that you were back in the Kevin Brennan business for a day.
That's probably what it is. Yeah,
One of Gino's arch nemesis, Kevin Brennan. The fact that, like, that's like seeing an ex, girlfriend with another someone who scorned you.
Is Brennan his archiest nemesis, or is it Dixon?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
I feel
like I think it's Dixon.
Like Spider-Man. He's got like the Sinister Six.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of villains in his world that like they're all equally bad.
But
he
hates Brennan. I've heard him kind of soften on Dixon a little bit.
Wow, that's amazing because I don't think Brennan's ever physically assaulted. He wanted to. If he would have gotten through that studio door.
Iron Bob Levy held him back. He tried.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like he's kind of like forgiven Pat Dixon, not completely,
I don't know
but
about that.
Little bit.
Maybe he's not as angry.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you're getting this from. I feel like he's on the list. He's on Gino's list.
Gino got mad at me also on the Brennan show for not sticking up for him, for not doxing. He said that I didn't step in and go, hey, Gino never doxed this one or that one. Because Brennan said that he had doxed Gino and then Gino had doxed him. And I guess Gino was mad that I didn't step in and go, hey, Gino did not dox him. First of all, I don't know. And more importantly, I don't care. I don't care who doxes that. My fucking phone number got out there in this heated exchange.
You don't
fucking
care
Brennan,
50-year-old man doxed each other.
Yeah, doxing each other. It's like, what? My number got out there. Brennan doxed me.
Whoa, Brennan didn't dox you. If you recall, he told Ray DeVito.
Right.
He gave the order. He himself did not do it. Let's be
Ray DeVito's the one of the button pushes for Don. Don Brennan gave the order down.
He sicked one of his goons on you. He himself dirty his hands with such work.
Irregardless, my number got out there, but it was like, all right, you just part of the whole fucking bullshit show. So I didn't care, but Gino was more upset that I didn't go, hey, now get your goddamn hands off her. It just turned into like, I'm not going to defend anyone on these moronic shows. I'll try to be truthful. And if I make a mistake, I'll correct myself. But like, it's all the bullshit coming out. I do Brennan's show and it's all this nonsense and we talk about it and it's ridiculous and that makes it funny. So I didn't understand why he got so angry with that, but so be it.
You betrayed his loyalty by selling him down the river to Kevin Brennan.
And I could suck his dick.
I think he's owed a blowjob for this.
Apparently that's the going rate with Gino is a blowjob. Let me look at the Yes, it is one blowjob. I don't know where he got that equation from, but whatever.
We were cracking up because we call Gino all the time on this program just to call him gay and see how he's doing. And on that particular day, he was kind of riled up about you. We thought it would die right then and there and it wouldn't go any further than, hey, Gene, what are you mad about Anthony for? And him saying, because of Brennan, this and that. And then I go on my phone a few days later. I see Kevin Brennan watching a clip of you, and I just hear the first thing I hear, and Garrett and Steve have you. And I'm like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Same thing. I go through my phone and I'm like, yeah, that was fun. I did Brennan's show. You know, I don't even think about much. It ended well. It wasn't like, fuck off, fuck you. It was just like, okay, you know, we know who each other are. We know all this. There's no delusions. And then I'm scrolling and I'm just seeing clip after clip of scumbag Kumia taunts asshole Visconti about shithead. Like, oh God, talk about stirring the pot.
There's gonna be probably one from this. Just
of course there will be. Of
Gino's
course.
a motherfucking bum piece of shit, and he wants to kill him. And it's just
what a funny little universe. It's like when the Green Acres people went to Petticoat Junction.
Kind of before our era.
Well, wait a minute, Sonny. It's a very old reference. All right. Did 90210 ever go to Melrose Place?
Probably.
All right. So it's like that. If you were gay and watched that show, then yeah.
You didn't watch Melrose Place at all?
I never watched it. No.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. It was kind of like I watched 90210 because that was my age, but yeah, Melrose Place was a little bit older, and I didn't really.
Oof.
It was too soap opera-y. I guess.
Yeah, that's all they were. It was like Dallas and all those other shows for younger people. Yeah,
it's kind of like it's soap opera-y, like the Dabbleverse.
Like the Dabbleverse.
But it's for 50-year-old men. Because when you see them commenting on this stuff and losing their mind, like, I can't believe Gino said that. Gino's such a loser. It's just some guy who's 55. And it's like, how are you people all caught up in this? How does this work?
I don't know.
The Dabbleverse, sponsored by catheters.
Now, is this considered is that fight considered the Dabbleverse, or is it Dabbleverse?
I think it's on the periphery.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's definitely part of the Dabbleverse because it involved Brennan, who involves, you know, there's been the Bob Levy angle on that, the Zumach thing, and of course the Stutjo thing and the Shuley thing. So it's part of it, but you know, we're like comets that fly in every 75 years into the orbit. That's what happened. It was a comet.
Now we kind of stay out of the Dabbleverse. Are there any updates to John? Because I heard that maybe he's quitting his podcast.
He's going on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. Well, that ain't happening.
Okay.
I was just before this watching Shuley, and apparently John has fired up his Cameo. So now he's doing cameos, and of course, people are sending the cameos to Shuley. So he's playing them and ripping them apart. So John leaving the Dabbleverse and leaving his YouTube channel and show, he can't. He needs attention. He's like Opie in that respect. He needs some type of attention. That's what narcissists do. So he went to that. And then the other thing he did, which is even more embarrassing, is TikTok. He's going on TikTok where, you know, 60-year-old men, that is their staple platform to go to. Tweens love tuning into 60-year-old men on TikTok streams.
What's he put up on his TikTok?
Yeah, what does he even do there?
Dances? He was in a bar.
Wow.
And he had a martini glass, and it was very subdued. He's trying to separate himself from the Dabbleverse and the toxicity, but he can't.
He is the Dabbleverse. How can he separate?
He is it. It's like the solar system going, we're separating ourselves from the sun. If I may use another interplanetary reference. But he's sitting there and he's like, this is Stuttering John. I'm having a martini. Like it's the subdued, cool guy Stuttering John. Not the, you talk about my kids. Not that one. And it just, he can't just leave the whole Dabbleverse.
So is he threatening to leave?
Yeah, he stopped doing his show on YouTube.
Oh, all right.
But, you know, he was making super chats on there. I guess his last show, I heard this from Brennan, from Brennan's show. He cleared like $700, and there's no way a Stuttering John, if you will, is going to just not continue doing something where he's making money. He's not making any money. He doesn't teach. He's not doing any of that.
I thought he got a teaching job again.
He did, but he was summarily asked to resign his teaching job. This is hilarious. He just did it for a little while. It was a matter of months. And then this is one of the greatest Stuttering John. It's one of those stories where I go, you can't write this character. Like Stuttering John would be brilliant if he wrote this and acted it and said, wow, people are really getting involved in this retarded character. No, it's him. It's really just him. So he gets this teaching job. There's a day he needs to appear in Zoom court for a traffic violation. So he does it in the classroom. So there's kids and he's got his computer open and the judge is there and he's talking and kids are in the camera and whoops, who would know that Cardiff Electra was in the room watching, because you could just watch those in their public domain. And he was like, oh my God, John was allowing children to appear on a Zoom stream. It is against every single ethical and legal policy to be a teacher, to be responsible for children and just put them on your internet stream. So shortly after that, and as John is concerned and says, it had nothing to do with that, but he decided to resign, even though he loves teaching. It's his passion. He loves teaching. And then it's like, well, John, why did you resign? He goes, the money just wasn't that good.
Oh my God.
Right? Well, you got nothing else. You got
the guy's coming from Leno money. I can understand that.
He resigned in the same way people resign when they go, and the president wants your resignation on his desk in the morning.
Yeah, the way
that's his resignation.
Wow. So, and is he living with his mom? Sorry, I hear all these rumors and I don't have the energy to dive into it, but is he living with his mom now?
I am full of piss and vinegar energy for this whole thing. Let me tell you. He was living up in New York on Long Island with his mom for a little while when he came back from California. Then he moved down to Cape Coral in Florida, where he supposedly has a house, but every indication from people that really deep dive is that he sold the house for $1 to his mother so it wouldn't be up for claim for any lawsuits that might come against Stuttering John, which is completely illegal too. You can't do that. They figure it out. Oh, he sold his house to his mother for $1. Well, we're screwed.
What was the Zoom court meeting about?
It was about a traffic incident, just a traffic court. But he did get in more trouble later. He's got 2 cats, and someone called the animal control on him to say he was abusing his cat.
Oh, no.
So he had to answer to that. They didn't have their rabies shot or didn't have licenses, whatever the Florida protocol is for cats, which is ridiculous. But it's just funny that John has to deal with that, because now he had 2 animal control cops in his house during his show, by the way. And they're like, you know, what, we got a call for this. And it's just, his life is a complete clusterfuck. It's on there for the world to see. And he really thinks he's floating to the top of all this like cream. And it just, every incident makes him look worse and worse and more of a piece of shit, scumbag, skinflint chiseler. The latest things with Kate Meany are amongst the greatest.
Right. I heard he plowed her.
Well, that is the rumor.
Yeah.
But the things that are happening is, well, Kate, a few months back before DabbleCon 2, was recording everything Stuttering John sent to her and told her, phone calls and whatnot, and then gave them to Shuli, who played them at DabbleCon 2. And John was so dejected and betrayed. He went off and said some horrible shit about Kate Meany, Kate's family, Kate's drug problem, like all this shit he was saying about her. Well, he then just recently just gets back in touch with Kate, see what's going on. He's going to be in New York. So he's in New York. He gets in touch with Kate, asks if they could go out to dinner. So he goes with I think his cousin or his brother or someone. Kate goes with some friends. They meet at a restaurant. Kate immediately starts recording every single thing that John is doing. They then go to a strip club.
How did he trust her after she fucked him once?
He seems like he's
because
kind of dumb.
you're a 12-year-old boy that doesn't have anyone that loves him. And anybody that shows John any attention or friendship, he will latch onto like a barnacle and just it doesn't stop. So again, and not only did he just go, well, maybe I'll trust her at arm's length or something. He literally said, I love you. I love you. I want to marry you.
What?
I'm freezing.
Oh my God.
They went to a strip club. He got thrown out of the strip club. And the story is that he didn't pay his tab. He was trying to leave with Kate, and the bouncer's like, you owe $500. He was bitching. He's going like, yeah, I went to the strip club. Beers are like $13 each. It's like, yeah, welcome to a strip club.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Of course they're $13 a piece.
Did he tell the
So
strippers
he thought he could get out of there without paying, and that was a big thing. His phone supposedly, his and Kate's phone supposedly got stolen, but the official rumor is that Kate's people and Kate were in on taking his phone, saying her phone was stolen to make it look like they didn't take it. So that, because she probably got the password out of him.
Had to.
I love you too. Hey, what's your password? Show me how much you trust me, John. I stuck Joe fucking Gagia 223.
Wow.
It's so amazing. And from what Shuli is saying, the tapes he has, DabbleCon 3 is going to be epic. I don't know where or when. None of that's been talked about. But this motherfucker, he was trying to get in front of it too. When words started getting out that Kate was recording every word he said live on voicemails, all of his text, everything recorded. He goes, oh, so what? You might hear me going like, I love you. What? So what? Like, John, so what?
Yeah, so what? True love. That's what that is.
True love. Yeah, what? Is love out of fashion?
Just an old-fashioned love story.
Holy shit, dude. It's hilarious.
Is there any possibility he plays these things up because he makes the super chat money from it?
It would be smart of him to really act like a dunce all the time because it works.
You know, even Occam's razor would dictate that it's fake. Like the most, when you see how ludicrous it is, how unbelievably stupid he is, you have to assume it's not real. You have to assume that the logical reality is that it's a put on, it's a game, it's something. But he is an anomaly that is unsurpassed in history. He really is this stupid, this naive, this gullible. He really believes everything that's told him. And if you profess to be his friend for a couple of seconds, you have carte blanche in his life until, you don't. And then he will shit on you and say, well, you saw when he was on my show and Artie was there. And it's like Artie goes, where'd you get that shirt, John, out of the hamper? You almost tried to kill yourself with bleach and a knife. You're a fucking piece of shit drug addict. Like, hey, slow the fuck down.
Wow.
You can't call him out.
Well, one of your former co-hosts had big news today. Jim Norton, is out of
I know.
Serious.
I was trying to weasel some info from him, and me and Jimmy are great friends. Really, like it's not even one of those. No, great guy, really good friends. And I know Jimmy And I asked him a few weeks back because I had heard some things, and I'm like, so what's going on with Sirius? Are you signing? Are you not? And he was just like, this game, them, what pieces of shit they can be during negotiations. So we'll see what happens. He didn't give me a definite answer on anything, but I felt from that, I went, yeah, that's probably not good.
Yeah. Is Jimmy like that during all contract negotiation times, though?
Well, I don't know, because when you took Opie out of the mix, it completely changed the dynamic of negotiations. I'm certain the Sam Jim negotiations were way different than the Opie Anthony Jim negotiations. We always sat there waiting for Dummy to fucking get over his bullshit and finally sign the piece of paper we all knew we were signing. But he had to make so much stress on the whole thing. So I wasn't privy to watch Jimmy and Sam and their representatives negotiate. But from what I heard, all Sirius XM has done over the course of the years that they've been there is lower every year. It got lower. Sure. And they were just kind of relegating them to just another show on the platform. Nothing special, no like big pay for you're a name show. Yeah. So Jimmy probably did some math and figured out he could probably make at least that or more on his own, doing the show he does with Nikki and his new show he does. He's got like an advice show that gives no advice whatsoever. Of
course. Yeah.
I watched the trailer for it today.
The trailer looks really good, right?
Yeah.
It's funny.
He already had like 4 or 5 shows that he like pre-taped.
Yeah. Jimmy's a very driven, dedicated guy. He's obsessive with stuff. So, and he knows like, all right, I'm not with Sirius XM anymore. And we all know that's an easy sit down, do your shit, leave, paycheck.
Yeah.
When you go into your own thing, obviously you're more responsible for what's going on. You have to be a little more driven. And Jimmy is that guy. Like he can look and go, all right, I got to step up now and do this. So I have no doubt he'll do fine with his new show. And that trailer looked really funny. And the fact that it's Jimmy offering advice is ludicrous. He's one of the most mentally ill people I've ever met.
He kind of did that show during the XM days.
Yeah, the Jim Norton advice show.
Yeah. It's just a good platform for him because it's such a ridiculous idea that fucking guy could help anyone.
I mean, he has some good quality, like he knows about addiction. And
yes.
He can help people with that.
No, I'm not saying he can't.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's the gist of the show. I don't think he's really going to go to school, get his doctorate in psychology, and really run with this ball. I think it's more like, I'm fucked up. We're all fucked up. Let's just talk about it.
I think every question is going to be like, Jim, my wife's being such a cunt all the time. I don't know what her problem is. I don't know what to do for her. And he's going to be like, well, does she have a cock?
Yeah.
I don't
like,
really
cunt,
know
what's
what
a cunt?
then.
I haven't seen one in years.
If you can't suck her off, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do there. Sorry.
I just can't see him trying to set up like an RSS feed and figure out.
I guarantee he's got people that do every technical end of it. Like I'll see the trailer and some of the things that are put together, a little package that he can put out, that he can put out there. And there's no way he's on a computer going, fuck, shit, I can't. What is this? He's not going into Premiere and After Effects. I can't see that.
He put on Twitter that the first episode, he's like releasing the audio at 1 a.m. and then he's going to release the video at 7 a.m. And I don't know. I've never seen that.
I saw that too. And I was assuming that the AM PM thing was mixed up or something. But someone must have said, here's the model you need to use. This is why it works and why it's logical to put the audio out at 1. I think because if let's say you're driving into work if you put the audio up at 1, it's available for somebody that wants to drive in at 5 or 6 a.m., like a morning show. He's got a morning radio show to listen to. So I think that might be why he decided on that early morning. You don't want to put it on 5 because then if something happens, it's delayed or something, then no one gets to hear. This way, if you drive in at 4 in the morning, whatever, it's going to be there as a morning drive show. I think that's what he was going for.
I totally get that, but wouldn't you just put both of them out at the same time? That way you can pick which one you want to watch.
Well, you get to double promote it. I think that early in the morning, no one's going to watch a video. I think until midday when you can sit at lunch and, you know, fiddle through your phone and get a visual element. And it allows him to go, hey, here's the audio. It's great. Hey, by the way, it's noon now. Here's a video. So I think it was thought out for how crazy it does sound.
No, I didn't think it wasn't thought out. I thought it's like over thought out. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to split it all up. Just put the whole thing out for whatever release date you're putting it out for. I
should have known you would know nothing about overthinking, Steve. I'm sorry.
Clearly.
Apologize for that one. Now I have to ask you guys something about another fucking controversy.
Okay.
During the Gino thing, I brought up the issue of the equipment. I said, and this wasn't a flex. It wasn't rubbing any fucking noses in anything. I just said when Drew approached me and said, look, we're doing a show. And by we're, it was him and you guys. And he's like, we need equipment. Can I get a computer, the TriCaster, mics, cameras, monitors, whatever you guys needed? And I said, of course, take it. I'm not going to use it. It's going to sit in storage somewhere. Censored has everything it needs. I got everything I need here. So of course. And then again, I don't know what the fuck is ever going on. Of course. I hear tell that the only thing from Compound in this video that you guys are having are the microphones.
Yeah.
They're very good microphones. Don't get us wrong, please.
And
these are
you're welcome.
But yeah, and we didn't mean for this to even get back to you in any way, because once you sign off like, hey, you guys can take it, it's not your fucking problem anymore. Yes. It's literally the fact that you were that generous to begin with is more than enough. Like that was beyond nice. So the fact that this even got back to you, I'm almost embarrassed. Like, Anthony, please don't worry about the equipment that you gave to Drew.
But kind of the thing that was known with this, or that I was under the impression, and the reason I was so generous was that I assumed it was going to be for the 3 of you so you could continue doing, people obviously enjoyed what you guys were doing with the various shows and everything and your little snide remarks from the booth. So that was I thought that's what I was going to help support. Not Drew freelancing with my fucking equipment.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We only got one of these microphones from Compound.
I had to beg for
Drew because he had 3 of them just sitting in his house. We literally did 3, maybe 4 shows from his house. Like we went there and did this was the middle of the summer. He's in the basement.
Oh my God.
95 degrees down there. We were sweating, and then
no windows, no AC.
No windows.
We were just in a microwave for fucking 4 hours.
Do they always have to verify what they are?
That thought crossed my mind as well.
I mean, what rhymes with Drew?
And then
cashew.
2 months ago, whatever, Andrea from Utah now, wherever she is.
I think she's in Iowa.
She was leaving New York and had a going away party, and we had it at this place offside NYC where we were doing our live show from. And a bunch of people showed up, and Drew showed up, and we hadn't seen him for maybe a month. And we were like, "Hey, you have 3 of those cameras. You think we could have one of them?" And he's like,
"One."
We're like, one out of the 3. And he goes, sorry, I kind of use them when I have gigs or something and people don't have.
No, this wasn't what it was. Dude, this was not what it was. This is like me finding out what everyone made. This is exactly the same. I'm now upset.
Well, what's funnier about that is it's not really like we asked him, on the side off the show. We were doing our stream and Drew came on the show.
Yeah.
And I asked him flat out on the stream, I was like, hey, can we borrow some of that equipment? And he straight up, with all the confidence in the world, was just like, nah, I need it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you need all of it? You need every camera?
But I didn't give it to Drew.
Camera. That's all I need for our show is one camera. And he was like, no, I need it. I need it for what I'm doing. And he didn't specify what that meant.
No.
He didn't say what he was doing with the cameras. He just said, no, I need
renting it out.
I'm like trying not to make this a whole thing. I'm trying not to be an asshole. Because
you're not.
Like an asshole because I'm asking him
Yeah.
and he's telling me no, and I'm just making a thing out of it. I'm like, all right, I asked like 3 times. I'm not going to keep asking. And he's just going to keep stonewalling me and saying no.
Dude.
But I was like, all right, they're yours. Okay.
No, that wasn't what it was supposed to be. This was for you guys to get a show up and running and, not have to.
We kind of did that in the beginning. So I guess he thought he paid his dues for that. And then
no, maybe it was so I wouldn't get wind of it. Like I see and go, oh, good. The equipment's being used for what I kind of wanted it to be used for. And then I kind of, Anthony goes on his merry way. And then Drew takes all the shit. This isn't good. What camera are you using right now?
I bought it's like the Insta 360 webcam. It supposedly is 4K. But when I see my video back, I'm not exactly
But I mean,
thrilled.
the sensor, the sensor's like a fingernail and
It's so tiny.
You could still use one of the cameras that we had, right?
Oh, totally, yeah.
All right, Drew, you got to give him a camera.
Yes.
I am fucking texting him. I'm texting him right now. Watch this. You guys do the show. Do the show you do. I'm going to text Drew right the fuck now.
Because when we asked him for it, I was just like, all right, again, like I'm not trying to make a whole fight out of this. If he's that steadfast with I'm keeping these things, you guys can't have them. I'm like, I still like Drew. I like being friends with him. So I'm not going to make this a big fucking issue. But I remember thinking I must be insane because you were there. I'm telling him like, dude, we need a camera. These things cost a couple grand for a good one. Like we would like to just not spend that money and use a good camera and just flat. No, I need it. I need all three of them. I said all 3. I need all 3.
And it was just, it was like, because we asked him on the air. So it was like, maybe that would persuade him a little more to give it up.
And I'll admit, I had a couple in me. So I'm like, I'm going to put him on the spot here because I would like a camera.
And we just went to B&H this past weekend.
Yeah.
Looking and looking at cameras. And, they're $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah, they're expensive.
And the ones we were looking at don't even, after 2 hours, shut off because
all of them do that. You need a specific camera that doesn't do that. All right, camera. What else you guys need that Drew had? What else could he use?
We already bought an extra microphone. We could have used that one. But
computer, TriCaster. What do you need?
We don't need the TriCaster.
No.
Just
all right. I just sent it.
Nice.
I just sent it. I go, Drew, hey, you got to give Garrett and Steve a camera. That equipment was for all you guys. Come on.
Nice.
That's my fucking text right now because that's bullshit.
That's very appreciated. Again, we didn't even want to drag you into this. Like, hey, Andy.
No, I know. And the Gino thing kind of dragged.
Yeah.
Boy, it's all so connected. The Gino thing was like, because then I felt I had to bring that up because Gino brought you guys up.
He did.
Gino he kind of was trying to throw Garrett under the bus a little bit. And look, again, I understand. Fun time, great time. We have fucking years of just a good working atmosphere. I miss it. I miss it. So it's like, and then Gino is like, Garrett, none too happy about. You don't have to. I can talk to Garrett. I text with Garrett. It's fine. But that got into that whole thing where I had to then bring up the equipment. And again, I don't know. So I'm assuming you guys are sitting there on a TriCaster, 18 cameras, 50 mics. And you know, shit happened.
I wish.
We've been begging for this camera for months.
You guys are doing pretty good though. I see
Yeah.
people watching.
Thank you.
Good. And they
Yeah.
shit on me. You should have fucking kept those guys. Bring them over to censored. I'm like, what the fuck power do you think I have at censored? Here's my power at censored. Pay me. Just pay me. I'll do a show. Pay me.
But
That's
Anthony,
all.
you didn't want to just pay us to hang out with you forever?
I did that for 8 years.
At least. That's what I said yesterday during our show when that got brought up. I was like, what was I going to do? Go to censored studio and just sit next to, like, I didn't know how to run the TriCaster.
Sit next to
and
Ryan.
stuff,
It
and I
does.
would pull up some stuff on the internet.
Your job would be to say, hey, Ant, and then at the end of the show, all right, bye, Anthony.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now,
that would
now,
be-
would I have gotten clips played faster? Would I have gotten the right clips played? Yes, I admit. Ryan's all pissing right
No,
now.
but it's a lot
No.
easier when you have two people focusing on the show.
Of course.
Yeah.
But like you said, like what that isn't really a job at that point.
No.
It's not you know, trying to cut things down and moving on to another thing here in South Carolina. It's just the way it is. I have my own shit. This, like, I had to make this and make sure this works. And you know, it's not the hardest thing in the world, but it's not like just turning on a webcam and fucking, you know, going up. So, you know, this was moving on to other things that I think at this point in my life and my career was what I needed to do.
Totally.
And I knew I needed to do that a lot earlier than I did it. And I've said that before, so I'm not going to reiterate it. But, you know, this is where I needed to be now. And like I said, I think I miss Compound more than a lot of people, and maybe not as much as others. Not as much as Bill Schultz.
Or Gino, yeah.
I was going to bring up Bill.
Oh, no.
I was sitting on this waiting for Bill's name to come up. I'm very happy it did. He's another one like Gino who really I'm in this group too. I wanted to ride. If you kept that place open till I died somehow, I would have worked there till I died.
I wanted to, believe me, it would have been my dream to watch you die.
It wouldn't have taken that long. I have a very bad diet. But so Bill Schultz, there was a little bit of a hubbub with him over the past month or so, because let me just rehash this for everyone, because we've been following this very closely, because I don't know if I've ever laughed so hard.
Hey, live from the Bill Schultz desk, new news coming in.
On the last day at Compound, when we did our final show, Bill was there, and we're getting our stuff out of the closet, putting it in bags and getting it out of there, and Bill puts on the Jaws jacket that you so famously have worn.
Jaws jacket, yes.
And he says to us, "Hey, do you think Anthony would mind if I took this?" I straight up told him, I was like, he would mind, but just don't tell him and take it, and he might not ever know it was ever there. I'll be honest, I told him to lose the place. He goes, "Okay, well, I'm going to text Anthony just to make sure." And I'm like, "Well, you might as well not take it then, because I don't think he's going to say it. Like, that's a custom-made
Not to keep it, obviously not to keep it, but to, you know, because let me jump in for a second here. He asked me if he could use it for Halloween because it was there. And I was like, yeah, you could use it for this was like the Halloween prior, as a matter of fact. And I said, yeah, that's fine. If you need to use it, go ahead. But I never said, take it, it's yours, keep it. And that was almost a year before that. So yeah, the jacket.
Well, what had happened with the jacket. He puts it on and he's I'm just gonna text him. He texted you at like midnight or something and said, "Hey Ed, I'm wearing this jacket out of he dressed it up a little bit, but basically said, "Hey, I'm gonna take this jacket." And you responded a couple hours later in like the middle of the night, I'll be up in New York to come get it.
Yeah. I never said he could have it.
Never. No. Bill sent us then the screenshot and was like, fuck. Because he'd already worn it out of the studio to his home.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if you knew all this.
It increased his wardrobe by 50%.
Now, after that, it had been brought up again on Twitter like months later. Pat Dixon starts fighting with Bill Schultz out of nowhere about the jacket, calling him a thief, calling him a bum.
I never knew about that angle. That's awesome.
Oh, it was the whole thing. Pat,
What are you doing?
and Bill, did you ever see they were on Pat's show together yelling at each other in Bill's mom's house? He's on Zoom, and Bill's mom comes over and says, like, what are you doing? Please stop screaming.
Quiet down.
Wow.
Made him hang up on the show.
NYC crime report, stolen jacket.
But yeah, Pat had Bill on to scream. They were yelling at each other about being losers and thieves.
Yeah.
Who's taking Adderall and who's buying Adderall
I
from
missed
who.
these shows.
Yeah, I think Fred from Brooklyn tweeted out a picture of you in the jacket because his wife like custom made it for you.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just impeccably done. Yeah.
Yeah, and like somehow like Missy responded or was like,
Yes.
I heard.
Yeah, Misty
Bill
was
has it.
pissed.
Yeah,
She's like responding, going, like, I went, yeah, I'll be up in New York to get it. And Missy was like, you fucking mail that jacket back to us now.
Well, Garrett, you forgot a little detail. Fred posted the picture of Anthony in it, and Bill, I believe, either quote tweeted or
That's right.
responded to it with him wearing the jacket like he was holding it hostage. Like, look who has it now. But not,
I'd hate to put a couple of holes in it to get it back.
no, like yeah, he was like proudly posting like, well, I have the jacket now, and yeah, Missy. Was
Damn. Well, you guys are real shit stirrers.
Big time.
You're
Big
like
time.
Sam Roberts, shit stir level.
You can't help it. It's so goddamn funny.
No, it is. It's fucking hilarious because it's so ridiculous. But yeah, I recall the jacket controversy. The jacket is back in my custody, dry cleaned and sitting
Now-
in the closet. Yep.
Have you tried it on?
Yes.
Not yet. Uh-oh.
Is it
Maybe it's a
nearby?
fake one. Maybe it shrunk.
Is it anywhere nearby that you could grab to try on?
Uh-oh. What happened? Did he let the sleeves out?
I'm not exactly sure, but
Babe, get me the coat.
I just remember him telling us, and Bill, I love Bill to death. Bill is someone I can't explain. I did morning for years, and every moment was a pleasure because I got to hang out with Bill every morning. Like, I love this man to death. So I bring all this up because I love seeing Anthony react to this exact situation. So Bill told us
This was before he got called out for having the jacket.
correct.
Like you knew he had the jacket, but this was before the whole Missy calling him out.
Okay, so he still kind of had this delusion that it was going to be his jacket.
correct.
Yeah, because
A
you
couple-
had
Okay.
come up to New York a few times and didn't ask him for it. You know, so I
Right.
think he thought he was free with the jacket.
Kind of like Drew with the equipment.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
as long as-
kind of like Drew with the equipment.
As long
It
as
sounds
nobody-
exactly like Drew with the equipment.
as long
Ladies
as
and
somebody
gentlemen,
directly
the
asks
jacket.
this stuff, I guess I just get to keep it. But he
Another.
told us that he brought it to a tailor, dry cleaner, to get it kind of fitted to his slight frame. So we're not sure if it still
Yeah.
fits you.
Now, during the In Hot Water football show, I would wear a lot of Bill's jackets, and I couldn't get them over my shoulders. Dude, that's it.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker.
That's how I looked.
It's dude, he fucking fucked my coat up. Holy shit. He fucking that son of a bitch. I can't. It's on YouTube. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
I had
it
a
up.
feeling.
Holy shit. He had it tailored.
to his little girl body.
He can't afford rent, and he tailored a jacket.
That was the thing too. He said it cost over $100 to get it tailored. I was like, "What are you doing?"
And then he had to
I am out of the Bill Schultz business. I'm out of the Bill Schultz business. That's an insult. Holy shit.
Wow.
Well, I didn't mean for Bill to get in any sort of trouble, but I had to know.
Yeah.
I've been thinking for months about how that jacket would fit on him.
Would have fit.
Look at how long the sleeves
Look
are.
how long the sleeves are. It fits perfectly. You motherfucker.
Oh my god.
He fucked me.
And I don't think like you could reverse shortening it.
I think so.
Do they cut it? Like they cut it and then hem it, right?
I would think
I'm
so.
pretty sure. Maybe.
All
they
right,
fold
this
it.
motherfucker. I'm now pissed at Bill Schultz. Let me check that sleeve. Hold on. And it's everything. It's like the back didn't fit.
Yeah.
How do you do that? They pulled it in. What the fuck was he going to wear it every day? What a piece of shit. I can't even fucking use that anymore. All right, Schultz. Schultz is on my fucking shit list now. That's it. That is it.
He didn't mean.
He didn't. Yeah. He thought he
didn't mean it. No, I never gave an indication that that jacket was his.
True.
Ever. Not even subtly. And he literally takes that to wear it when I said it's not him is enough. Like, you should ask permission. Can I wear it? He has it altered. This motherfucker. Fuck that. Bill Schultz. Fuck you, Bill Schultz. Suck my dick. That's it. Suck my dick. He'll probably do it. Oh my God. Now Bill Schultz and me are in a beef. This universe is retarded.
He didn't
Over a
mean
Jaws
it.
jacket. How does this happen? How does this continue to churn idiocy like this?
That jacket was sitting in your closet like a time bomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
I kept hoping like there's going to be one day he's going to try it on and be like, "What the fuck?" And we got it on camera.
Cardiologist immediately and said, "I gained a lot of weight. What should I do?" Holy fuck, that son of a bitch. I'm thinner than I was when I wore that jacket.
Totally.
And I couldn't get it on. You motherfucker, Bill Schultz. Fuck Bill Schultz. Fuck him in his ass. He's clown shoes. Holy shit. Wait till Brennan hears about this.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Who
That's a
gets
fact check.
You know, there have been so many little subtle rumors about Bill's sexuality. What kind of man gets a jacket altered?
I don't know.
You don't
not
do
getting
it.
a paycheck, and it costs hundreds of dollars to do it.
That part's
Hundreds
crazy.
of dollars to alter my Jaws jacket that was custom made for me, and I never said you could have, and I said I'm coming up to New York to get it. Oh my God, this motherfucker.
He just thought
Holy
you forgot
shit.
He didn't want it anymore.
Oh,
Oh my
I bet I
God.
got AIDS from trying it on.
Now you might as well just send it back to him.
Thank you, ID Shadows. Yeah, that's probably what he thinks. Oh, I'll just send it back since it doesn't fit me. I'd rather give it to a homeless waif in Greenville. I'll give it to a homeless little girl waif. And it's probably too fucking tight on her, too, you fruit. Oh, I've had it with Bill Schultz. Gino Visconti, you could get back into my total good graces by shitting on Bill Schultz. Are they still friends? Who knows?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
No.
Oh,
We all-
yeah.
We all
Well,
still love Bill.
then if Gino and Bill are still friends, then Gino's no friend of mine.
Wow. Ultimate
Enemy of my friend's enemy is an enemy of my friend. Oh, wow. Why would you do that? What a dumb thing to do. What a pretentious,
he was
thing to
going
do.
a Halloween party,
presumptuous.
and he was going to wear the Jaws jacket as his costume for the Halloween party.
Oh,
So he had to
For
get
Mayor
it
Vaughn's mini-me? Was it for Mayor Vaughn? Did he have a midget like in fucking Austin Powers? Why would you fucking do that? It's my jacket. Oh,
Hold on.
Unbelievable.
Gino's here to probably say something awful.
I literally texted Bill like 5 minutes ago because he's not watching this to come on my show tomorrow so I could scream at him. I just fucking shit my pants when they handed him the jacket. Was anyone else yelling? He doesn't fucking know. He doesn't fucking know. I'm yelling. He doesn't fucking know. I'm going to tell you something, Anthony. You can suck my dick. You're such a pro. I'm kidding. When you fucking, then you get the fucking cutout of you in the jacket when it fit. It's called the before. It's a reverse reveal. It was
before and way before. It wasn't even slightly. I didn't even go, wow, the cuffs do seem a bit shorter. They're up to my elbows. How small is this fruit?
I'm trying to get Bill on. That's why I'm screaming it. And if I get him on, I'll have you yelling tomorrow. But screeching, hold out. I'm sorry to even get in the way.
Later, buddy.
Later.
You're gay.
It's nice down here. Wow.
Wow.
What another. Who knew another controversy was brewing in this whole universe? And now Bill Schultz is a piece of shit. Holy mother of God.
I honestly, Bill, I didn't think you'd be that mad about it.
I am livid
and funny.
It was very funny when you started and you went, did you try it on? You fucking knew. You knew then and you did nothing. My David. Wow.
Now I wonder if I had never brought that up at all, if that was just going to sit in your closet and maybe you literally never even touch it again. You just would have never known. And now I fucked Bill over.
Every October, you'd have been like, is he going as Mayor Vaughn this year? Wowee kazowie.
We really sold out everyone from Compound today. We got Gino in there, Drew in there, Bill in there.
We did. Who else can we throw under the bus? Luby?
Oh, this is it's fucking Garrett and Steve under the bus. That should be the fucking name of your show. Wow, you're worse than Brennan. You are stirring up some shit here.
I can't believe you didn't know about half of the jacket controversy because my Twitter feed for like 3 days straight when it happened was just Pat Dixon and Bill yelling back at Pat.
Yeah.
Missy pops up in there. Like it was just so much shit about this jacket. I didn't really see you saying anything. And I'm like, I don't know if he even cares. I think but now I know you care.
Well, I thought eventually the jacket would make its way down here, South Carolina, back in my possession. And once that happened, I'm like, okay, I'm solid with everyone. I don't care. I didn't know the motherfucker was hacking it apart with some fruity fucking designer. What? That reveal was hilarious. I will say. I'm so mad at him. But when I tried to put it on and my back wouldn't even go into it. And I'm not a big guy. I'm not the likes of stuttering John Melendez, a big bruiser ready to beat everyone up. and it didn't even closely fit. So holy shit. All right.
When I used to do the football show at Compound, he had his wardrobe in the closet and I would put a jacket and tie on to look like a professional football announcer kind of guy.
Yeah.
And when you started to put the jacket on and couldn't get your second shoulder in there, that's exactly what I did every week, trying to put on his jackets. And I was like, oh, I know it's going to be short.
You don't alter clothes people lend you. And there's no doubt that I lent it to him. That text, like you said, when I said, I'm coming back up to New York, I'll get it then. That was not a joke. It's like, I'll get it when how do you alter it at that point?
He thought you were goofing around.
Oh yeah, goofing around. All right, good luck. Good luck, Bill. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Should we get into the Opie thing? Because that's another.
That was the next thing we wanted to bring
So
up.
Yeah,
funny. That's
good,
the next
good.
thing on the docket.
I watched the clip that came out of your show where Garrett, you just seemed to have a visceral, physical, repulsive reaction to Opie doing the what's the character with the nose?
Harry Hater.
Harry the Hater for Christmas. And the fact, I loved the fact that you were most angry and he didn't even try to learn the words of the Christmas song.
I didn't do that. It was a 30-second clip. And you said, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Then,
The fuck?
And that's for his new channel, Opie Unleashed
Brand
NYC.
new Opie Unleashed NYC. Look out, because apparently he was leashed on the Opie radio. Now unleashed.
Have you been kept abreast to exactly what's going on there with Opie Unleashed NYC?
Oh, of course. Every aspect of it, my friend.
Okay, good.
He makes fun of my glasses.
Oh, so you already watched that video? I figured.
Oh, yes, I did. I watched it on my show today, which started a 45-minute bash fest on Greg OPU. I was just going to bring up his new channel and talk about it a little and kind of be maybe sarcastic or tongue-in-cheeky about it. And then Ryan pops up, hey, he talked about you today. And I watched it, 45 minutes of hardcore fuck your mother bashing that I went off on my show today. So, yeah, because he, as a 61-year-old man, presenting a channel where he says he's going to do pranks and trolling and wild comedy on the streets of New York, yet he says, my glasses are a little outrageous. Wow. Wow. Not a 61-year-old man trying to buy envelopes in a stationery store and then telling the woman, are they by the Kotex? No, this is crazy. These are wild. What an embarrassment
It really was.
this fucking guy is.
It really
There's
was. We
much
pulled up
there.
his channel and we were like, let's just watch one video. The first video we watched, and it was, some clip. I forget what he was.
The homeless guy one?
No, it was the Mickey Mouse people walking around without
God.
the Mickey Mouse heads on. And he was like,
Brilliant
You're
stuff.
ruining
Brilliant.
the illusion. You're ruining it. And we pause it, and there's an ad for like Andre the Giant documentary or something. We were like, wait, they made a documentary about Andre the Giant? We look it up, and it was from 8 years ago. And we were like, wait, this isn't a new video? This is just a clip from a video he had on his other channel? Like, why? What's the point of this channel?
Some of these videos are from when you were still on Sirius.
Yeah.
He's posting videos as if they're new on a new channel that are
already
almost
on
10 years old.
And they're already
over 10
on
years old.
his old channel.
Yeah, they're already on the old channel.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, much like Drew, he's been using O&A clips
Yes.
and monetizing them on his YouTube channel, the other one, the Opie Radio one, and never thinking of maybe giving people that were involved in that any money. I've never asked for it. God bless. Whatever you need, Opie, go play our shit on your own fucking YouTube channel, monetize it. But then to start shitting on, I don't know, me or anyone else is ridiculous. Count your blessings that no one's suing you for monetize, especially CBS for the NEW stuff or Sirius XM for him just popping up and monetizing.
Hold on, not CBS. Because E-Rock is now the official owner of all the O&A material.
That's right.
E-Rock
that is right.
Well,
E-Rock.
The problem with Opie's clips that he's putting out, they're all old O&A. His channel has 167,000 subscribers, but his videos are getting 200 views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's mind-boggling. Did you see? Did Ryan pull up the tweets that where he was begging others, like celebrities that have been on O&A, to retweet his new YouTube channel?
Yeah.
And so he can get to 500 subscribers.
He needs 1,000 so he can monetize the channel, I think is what. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Joe Rogan, stop babbling about elk meat and tripping over nonsense for a moment and tweet about my new channel, Opie Unleashed NYC. And no, thank you. Is it and no, thank you, or and no, thank you?
No,
he fucked up.
He forgot the comma.
I remembered a comma that isn't even there.
Yeah, he did
Okay.
one to Bert Kreischer. He
Oh,
did one
don't
to-
worry. There's more. He
Oh
did one for
my
Creamy
God,
Butters.
how embarrassing.
He did one for
These
Nikki
aren't your
Glazer.
friends. They were never your friends. They
Well, hold
were
on.
on our show and they knew we had a quid pro quo there, a business arrangement. And this fuck is like, really, Bert? Really? What about our friendship? What friendship? God, this guy's delusional.
But he sings Nikki Glazer pretty good here. This definitely got her attention with 9
Oh.
likes. Hey, Nikki Glazer, stop Googling plastic surgery and promote my new YouTube channel.
Wow.
She didn't retweet
Wow,
it.
amazing. Nikki like goes over really well for the Golden Globes. And of course, the vultures swoop in and try to get her to notice. Do you think coming off of the Golden Globes, where she talks about being backstage and Han Solo fucking comes up and goes, "You're doing a good job. Amazing." All the media said, "Wow, Nikki, you did a great job hosting." Hosting award shows these days is a death sentence. If you get out of it with your skin, you've done well. She actually got complimented for the job she did. Do you honestly think she's looking to respond to Greg Opie Hughes or Chad Zumock, who also tried to rope her into recognizing him? These fucking people are pathetic.
I know.
Well, hold on. His YouTube channel, this one was at 200 subscribers, and he was bragging. Then I think the next one was Bert Kreischer. Yeah, here it is. Was looking for 500 subs for my new channel before 2025. Looks like I need a miracle. Yo, Bert Kreischer, put down your drink and stop laughing at your own shit and get to promoting.
Oh, wow, he's making it sound like Bert Kreischer altered his coat. Crazy. Whoa. No one cares about a 61-year-old man unleashed on the street of New York City. We see them. They're asleep, vomiting and pissing in the subway. That's a 61-year-old man unleashed in New York. This guy thinking like, here's what he wants to do. He wants to make a new channel that has nothing to do with the Opie and Anthony show. Like he figures his account with a bunch of subscribers is infected with horrible haters and Opie and Anthony algorithms. So he's going to make this and be this guy that goes around the streets. Real quick, I watched a video last night, and it was a guy on the streets of New York, about 30 years old, maybe younger. And he's in front of this building. Meanwhile, he's got a lav mic on, and the camera's in front of him. You could see his face, and the building's behind him. And he talked about this triangular shaped building that was an infirmary for people in the 1800s. Someone bought it in the 1990s, and couldn't do anything with it because there was a contract that said it can only be used to help the poor, homeless, and poor and destitute of New York. And he talked about it. And I'm like, this is compelling. It was about 4 minutes long. I'm like, this is interesting. I'm not tuning away. It's a story about New York. He's just a guy with a camera and a mic on the streets. And like, that's how you do these New York videos. Walking around going, look, scaffolding. Look, look. That isn't it. It's terrible. He doesn't know what he's doing. He thinks just because he's recording something that it's somehow entertaining. True. It's not. Something has to happen. You have to be informative or entertaining or interesting or funny.
How did he lose his mojo so quickly? Like, he was on Opie and Anthony. He was the master promoter. He was constantly, bringing up things that were coming up or things that the wow thing or whatever. Like, he was so good at promoting things or playing back old bits and bringing them back again. But for some reason,
you have nothing to promote. But he has nothing to really promote now. And he's petrified to promote anything because he knows that most people that watch his stuff are shitting on it. His comments are brutal. But he's got, you know, Pam from Wisconsin. Hey, and he's got this, and he reads off all the names of the 10 to 15 people watching and assumes that's his audience. And that's a good barometer of what he's doing. And meanwhile, no, it's not. I don't know who these people are. They have to be profoundly mentally ill.
Hey, we're talking about creamy butters that way.
Yeah, exactly. But he assumes that's what people want. And, you know, look, what am I? I'm not doing shock jock stuff anymore.
No.
I'm in my 60s. What the fuck are you? What does he think? Does he honestly think that a video he does of his crazy street videos, which makes me fucking cringe, does he think it's going to take off and become viral and people are going to go, wow, have you seen this one? Yeah, the old guy walking around pointing at a pigeon on the streets. It's hilarious.
Well, yeah, as soon as Mr. Beast retweets this, he's going to get
right. Yeah. Oh no, another one, Mr. Beast. Are you kidding? Like Mr. Beast has a minute to acknowledge Opie.
Yo, Mr. Beast, remember doing my show when you were first starting out? How about you return the favor and promote my new YouTube? By the way, your TV show is insanely good.
Wow.
So don't worry, he had a lot of compliment.
Yeah, that's the only one he's complimented.
Yeah, Mr. Beast,
This is
like 1 billion followers.
what the kids call insane glazing. He is jacking and sucking as hard as he can, and nothing is going to come of this. He'll get a few, I swear to God, this and my show earlier today will get him more subscribers, followers to his new channel than anything he has done. Anything. And he'll try to rationalize it like, yeah, I knew they'd pick up the ball and run with it. I played them. They promoted it. Now I got fired. That isn't what the last thing he wants is for the likes of me or you guys or anyone else to promote his shit and have it get more response than he could. It's the last thing he wants. But he'll try to play it like, I got you guys. And I told everyone on my show, I go, subscribe, watch it. Don't shit on him. Don't do anything. But watch his videos. And if you enjoy them, comment on it. If you don't, comment on it. Because they're fucking terrible.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there was one where a guy was playing Christmas music on a trumpet.
Oh,
he
yes.
He was just playing, you know, kind of alone in a.
Oh, here you go.
Something. And Opie just antagonizes him for no reason. It's funny. And like he's going, all right, the guy put the camera in my horn. I'll just let it be.
Yeah, he's still playing. Right.
And then he just starts going like, stop playing. Okay, stop playing. That's enough. That's enough playing.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Why would you do this?
I don't know.
All right. Okay, we get it. Christmas is over.
He's just bothering this guy.
A nice guy.
For some reason, annoys me more that he did this like 7 years ago, and now he's
that's right. Again. This is old, right?
Yeah,
they're all old as shit.
This is the cake stomp. This is throwing the poker chips. This is all the shit that Opie's done over the years. He hates seeing anyone that is more talented than him. I mean, this guy, you know, whatever. And that is doing something with themselves because he's got nothing. He's got nothing left in the tank, and he's got no one else that he can latch onto it like a pilot fish and eat off of their scraps.
What's your theory on why he keeps doing it then?
Like Stuttering John Melendez, I believe Opie is a narcissist. I think he needs to believe that he's still relevant. He's still up front and people still want to hear from him. He's got more to give to the people. And he doesn't. I'm sorry. You just don't.
Yeah. There's no there's no cleverness to it. There's nothing. I don't really get why you decide to put that video up where it's just like
they're so old.
Yeah, they're old videos. Like you want to start a new channel and a whole new thing, and then at least be Like, be different. Be like, okay, I'm older. I've learned a little more during my life. I've more wisdom, whatever the fuck. Or maybe I'm a bigger asshole now than I was then. Whatever it is, incorporate that you into it. He's got to latch onto this thing. He goes, this is nothing about Opie and Anthony or anything. I don't want Opie and Anthony connected with this channel at all. But then he goes out and he's the Opie from Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Like, is that who you are 24 hours a day? Then you're a fucking asshole. How about sitting down and talking about something you're passionate about, or joking about something you're passionate about, or making a video about something you're passionate about? Nothing. This guy has to just hassle people and think people are going to go, oh, that's outrageous. Oh, look at the views. Ding, 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 ding. Million, 2 million. He's hooked to a girl. An Opie coin. You know, it's just
like when you guys like would rip Terry Clifford on Jocktober.
Yes.
No one liked Terry Clifford. So when you make fun of her, it's like, yes, make fun of this dingbat, dumbbat.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but yeah, this guy just playing the horn. No one has a gripe with him.
No one has a problem with him.
It's a video.
He's
where he
actually,
comes out
you know,
looking like the biggest asshole, and not in a fun, like hilarious way. It's just like, dude, can you stop? Can you stop annoying that guy?
He's just being a fucking asshole at that point, you know. And it's being Opie from 1999, 2000. You haven't grown at all. Like, believe me, I would love to have a 55-gallon drum right there full of a young girl so I could pour pig's blood on her. But I'm a little old for that, and the show isn't really that anymore. And, you know, he should really take a look at what he is and where he is in life and adjust accordingly. A 61-year-old man promoting his channel of insane local pranks and jokes and the crazy New York humor, that it's insane.
He thinks he's trying to be like Johnny Somali, the guy that like, goes to Korea and says,
well, go to Korea and get beat up then if you want to fucking
like those
be Johnny Somali.
Prank YouTube
there's a big difference between Opie and any of those influencers, especially the annoying ones. They're 40 years younger than you. That makes a big difference.
10 years old.
And there's
that makes
you know,
it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
You know who watches guys on videos and TikTok and tween girls, little girls that do get ready with me. I'm going to, that's who watches guy videos. And they're guys that are never older than 21, 22. You're fucking 61 on a platform and doing things that are done by 25. If you're doing it at 26, people go,
you're over the hill. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing, dude? Get a job.
Yeah, but you're wearing glasses. What a loser.
But I'm crazy with these. Look out. Has anyone ever seen the likes of glasses like these? Yeah. Since the 60s. Sorry. They're aviators. And my dad wore them. So it's an homage to my dad and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Your dad was Pat Cooper?
Pat Cooper. Yeah. So what? I'm Italian. I yell. I'm probably as old as Pat Cooper was when he was on Howard, maybe even older. And I'm proud. I like Pat Cooper. He made me laugh.
It's a compliment, I think.
Wait, Opie said that?
Yeah, so I think someone
on his
and he repeated it.
Oh, okay.
He literally
on his glasses. Yeah. His glasses video. He went off on me on my crazy glasses. And then this is another thing he did at the end of that video today, which was just, he goes, yeah, my eyes, you know, I had LASIK years ago, but I'm squinting now. And, you know, but I'll tell you, I got to get a new contact prescription, because I'll tell you one thing, there's no way I'm streaming with glasses on. Vanity, Opie, really? Vanity? You fucking go on looking like a homeless guy. He's literally, you could take Opie from his stream, plop him on a sidewalk in Times Square, and people would either give him money or go, oh, you fucking piece of shit, homeless cock. Vanity glasses will put that over the top where people go, oh my God, now he's gone insane. Get the fuck out of here. Enough of this guy.
Wow.
He literally said, oh, I'd never wear glasses. He squints so much he looks Chinese. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna get new contacts. I don't need. Well, fuck that. Anthony
that's
looks insane. He's losing it.
He's squinting is also his fetal alcohol syndrome eyes.
It's 41-minute video about Anthony's glasses.
I think the whole stream was 41 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Unless he seriously talked about you.
Yeah,
for
he goes
41
off for
minutes.
a few minutes, but it's not like crazy. But
Oh, don't worry.
my
There's ads
glasses.
on it.
That's fine. And you can make jokes like if Bob Kelly or Voss or Colin, if I wore these in the Opie and Anthony show back in the day, I would expect to get crucified, but I'd expect it to be funny.
Yeah. And you would come back the next day with them on. 'Cause who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these are my glasses.
Yeah.
Nana. They call me Nana because I'm an old tranny cocksucker, apparently.
That's what nanas do.
It's what it is.
Opie's the Chinese longshoreman. Stupid fucking hat and his dumb squinty eyes.
Wow, he even edited it?
He did not. Someone edited
Someone else did this. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But he immediately put it on his his real YouTube channel this morning. It's not Opie Unleashed.
Not Opie Unleashed. He wanted people to see this one.
Exactly.
All it got him was a 45-minute shit canning from me on my show, which was way worse than him going, my glasses are crazy.
The other day we were talking about Opie for a moment because we were helping promote his YouTube channel. It was our New Year's Eve Patreon special. We ended up talking about Opie for about an hour and a half because we just couldn't stop.
Yeah.
We were just watching all the videos on his new channel.
I know.
We went to his
We went to his
website.
website, which is honestly, it wasn't even funny. It just made us sad.
It made it more sad. Yeah, I used to get sad. Not anymore.
It hasn't been updated in a long time because and by the way, on his new YouTube page, he has a link to the website, on the front,
wow, but the website isn't updated. Why would you do that? Is there a MySpace link on it?
It has a COVID warning on it still.
Yeah, at the top of this page.
Come on. Wow.
At that red bar at the top of the page, COVID-19 update. Fulfillment times are 15 days plus shipping times.
Wow.
Now,
this is ridiculous.
Did you know on his, first of all, the first tab is donate to Opie Radio. I think he must have gotten a lot of shit for that because when you click the donate tab, it doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere, but it's still there. That's
It's still there. But you get an oops when you try to go to it. The Love You Miss You page this is why we got sad and depressed. Because there's a whole page on his website that is his friends that have died.
Dedicated to as many co-hosts.
But it's all just their Wikipedias. He didn't write anything heartfelt about
No,
guys.
No, nothing heartfelt. Right.
Yeah, it's like the press release their agent would send out to get them on a show. It's like Vic Henry was a comedian and worked with the blue collar.
Oh my God.
And Anthony, don't worry, Patrice is there.
Yes, good thing. Thank God. Patrice O'Neill was a comedian in New York and Boston from 19.
You almost nailed the first sentence. O'Neill performed in October 1992 at a shows in Boston.
He doesn't even write anything himself. That is so fucking pathetic.
It's really, it made me upset.
How phony.
What's the why even do it if you're not going to
Why
write anything about
bother
these,
then? Right.
No,
this memoriam on your website, this fucking mausoleum for your friends, but you don't write any of it. You just take shit from their Wikipedia and copy and paste it.
What this is he told his webmaster guy, make some sort of memory page for the people that died, and that's it. And then the guy had to find big Photoshop pictures, and then didn't know what to write. So he just copy and pasted things. It was like, is this good, Opie? And
video unavailable. the horrible, it's not even, it's just right off of YouTube. So it's, that is terrible, man.
But don't worry, Anthony. I know what you were thinking. Is there an active shop on this website that I can buy?
Nice. There he is.
Don't worry. You can get autographed artwork if you want.
Artwork.
Like
what is artwork? Personalized autographed artwork signed and sent by Opie himself. Wow. Original photograph taken by Opie. That's insane.
Do you see what it says on these signed pictures? Maybe I can zoom
You
in
rock
for you.
creamy butters. No way. No way he put that on there.
Anthony, this is his real website that he linked on his YouTube page, his brand new YouTube page.
Creamy butters. Because creamy butters sent for one. And he had to sign it, and then he wanted to show what a signed one looked like. That isn't put in there after. That isn't post-production.
No.
No.
Creamy butters is the one that this is so stupid. Wow. A sunset that anyone's iPhone can take with a horrible resolution and dust. That's
Well,
good
there's
stuff.
also this one for creamy butters as well. You rock creamy butters. Look, it's a moonlit barn.
Oh, why? Can I ask why? Is Opie known for taking barn pictures? Is this the bridges of Madison County?
Did you guys see that together?
Yes, we did. Bridges,
Yeah.
Madison County. Me, my betrothed, and Opie and his girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah. One of Clint Eastwood's worst movies ever. Meryl Streep. Terrible. Holy shit. Oh, now the basic, like, they're shirts, cups, and they're made to order, and they're, anything. Oh, no, I don't listen to Joe Rogan for medical advice. How many of these are selling?
Oh my God.
Well, at least one of them sold about 4 or 5 days ago because someone, maybe it's me, maybe I don't know, someone might have a Brother Man t-shirt in the mail.
Oh, I was just thinking about Brother Man the other day. It was very funny.
Now,
Not
is it
from him, but that is great.
cheers? Isn't that a Ron Bennington saying?
Cheers.
Yeah, right?
That was the extended S that Opie does all the time is Bennington.
Yeah.
How you doing there, Fez? You okay there, Fez? You okay, pal?
Oh,
Cheers. Cheers.
yeah.
And Opie just takes this shit all the time. So many of his little catchphrases, he takes them.
Yeah, it's just a series of non-Opie
Cheers.
catchphrases on mugs and T-shirts.
The Opie Funko Pop.
I
Oh,
bet
the Opie Funko Pop
came
from
up with
fucking
it.
1990.
he came up with I don't listen to Joe Rogan for medical advice. That was his.
Yeah, he made that,
That was
up
his.
completely. Yeah. I remember how we all remember Vic Henley used to say, I know.
I know. I would love to wear that shirt. $30.
Or this kind of insulting shirt that he prints with Carl Ruiz's name on it.
Oh.
You dead, man.
You dead, man.
He is.
He is dead though. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of fucked.
Abonanima. There he
Oh,
Not
goes.
nice. Yeah, there's so much
Nobody
good stuff.
fights on a Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
what that one is.
That was a Carl saying. It must have been. And then a Pat
Oh.
Buffy mug.
yeah.
Opie
No,
Radio.
a
A
Pat
puff
Duffy ring neck tumbler.
Pat Duffy. Who's buying, besides maybe Pat Duffy,
Maybe.
who's buying a Pat Duffy ring neck tumbler for $25.11?
So you think Pat Duffy gets the 11 cents?
Yeah, maybe that's Duffy's cut. He's like, $25. Pat goes, look, Opie, please, can I maybe have something? 11 cents? You're free and clear for 11 cents. It's all yours.
It just
No, there's
Words
a lot
hurt.
of,
I remember that. His whole
Kind
thing,
of shit.
words hurt.
but this is the kind of shit you buy on like the Jersey Shore, one of those shitty t-shirt shops on the
Oh,
boardwalk.
yeah.
Totally.
I beat anorexia, beyond like pinkies up. This is all like shitty. He didn't make any of these up.
And they're all like the stupid Google ads you see. That
Yeah.
sell T-shirts. You're like, who buys this shit?
Who buys this garbage?
Yeah.
And they're all his like inside jokes that no one knows what they mean. Like, oh, pinkies up from Carl Ruiz. Oh, I need that. I need that sticker because I'm 8 years old and I like stickers.
Yeah, just
Carl's
using.
estate gets the 1 cent from the 71 cents.
Yeah, the guy's face and name is on half of the shit on
He's
here.
using all of Carl Ruiz's like likeness and sayings. And you think Carl's family gets any of it?
I for some reason I doubt it. But also with the COVID wait times, I don't know if anybody's actually getting any of this merch.
Size matters with a fish. Fuck yeah.
It's like a fucking Becca.
It's like an iron-on too. Like you would wear that.
Totally.
It's where it's all hard in the front, like it's just, and then you wash it once, and it gets all crunchy.
That's what I was saying. Like, why not Photoshop out the background and just have the picture of Opie?
Right, just the picture.
Yeah.
Because the beach and the waves crashing. Opie's an artiste.
Oh my God.
Creamy Butters has a signed picture just like that.
Creamy Butters.
But then, yeah, cancel culture. Those probably sold a lot. Canceled.
Wow.
Hold on. I don't boo.
But it's because it's the boo tea.
Oh,
Get
boo.
it?
That's right.
Booty.
And it says
Booty.
booty in the description.
Yeah.
Wheezing. How much shit does he have for the dead guy that he doesn't give any money to? That is disgusting, really.
It really is
Definitely
not
way
nice.
more than half, at least, is called.
Yeah, it's all Ruizing and
He owes
no
Jim
money.
Beam and Carl Ruiz for this white T-shirt on the right. He stole, that's copyright infringement on Jim Beam's side, and then Carl Ruiz.
Like
this a name.
0% vegetarian.
Get
Fuck
it?
yeah, show them. What happened?
Not for nothing. The guy does have at least there's quite a selection. There's like 50 T-shirts to choose from.
Oh, he does. Carl's
course,
creepy cabin.
Yeah, I don't know that.
That was like a one-off. I heard the radio bit that Opie did, and it was a one-off about like how Opie went to Carl's cabin and thought it was creepy. It like a story, an on-air story.
Yeah.
And it merits a T-shirt.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, a good T-shirt, a $29 T-shirt.
He did a live
$29
with Carl from there.
Yep. Opie radio, brother man. Will we be seeing a brother man shirt sometime in the future?
Well, we got to give it 15 days because of COVID. And
because of COVID, right?
Shipping times on top of that were anywhere from like 8 to 10 business days. So it's going to be a good month before I see the shirt. If the transaction actually went through, and
if it even went through, who knows?
I have proof. I have a receipt with an order number. So like it went through.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Like I got an email, verification.
Right.
But I don't know if it's actually going to happen. But don't worry, he's sponsored by Raycon, Manscaped, HelloFresh, and Blue Chew.
No, he's not.
Oh, the merch page is.
His merch page. Wow. Sometimes you got to maybe strike some of your history there if you set up some websites or, change your profile on some of your social media, update that. I don't think he understands any of it.
Don't add the old website to your new YouTube channel.
No.
Just don't put it on there.
Yeah.
You don't have to. There's no law if you have to put your website on there.
They'll find it if they really like you. They'll search it.
Right.
Why would you want them to find that? Why would you want them to find this thing you haven't updated in 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, that's like what a private detective sees when they're just trying to find anything about you. Look up your old website. HTTP.
Yeah, Gino still comes up with a lot of dead links, but you get some of his his resume and things like that.
Yeah,
musings.
His musings.
He had some journal entries that he would put on his website. Gino's musings.
But he doesn't promote that website. He doesn't.
No,
of course
not.
My website. Check out my dates.
It's not on his brand new Patreon page. In hot water.
I love it. All right, guys, I'm gonna shove.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out with us so
great
long.
to fucking hang out. See you guys doing well.
I want to say
let me update you. Oh, look at that. Let me update you and see if Drew. Oh, Drew, here it is. I hear ya. I have 3 cam shoot booked on the 23rd, but can share after that. Share? I'm talking full custody. Never meant to hoard, just been busy. And then when it got less busy at the end of December, I just got lazy, starting to pick up again. Shouldn't need all the cameras. for a little after the next shoot. So he's saying he'll lend it to you.
Oh, that's very nice of him.
Yeah.
Hold on,
That's
hold
more
on.
than I got when I asked.
Drew, I'm saying
Oh boy.
I'm saying give them a camera.
Just one.
Yes, a camera. The equipment was supposed to be for all you guys to do a show. Not for you. You to freelance. There we go.
Anthony, Drew is calling me. Should I put him on? Oh no, where'd he go? Well, this is awkward now.
He ghosted us.
I guess I'll answer it. Hello.
Hello, sirs.
What's up? What's up?
Hi, Drew.
Not much. I figured my ears started itching, so I figured you guys were talking about me.
Your name may have come up.
Anthony brought it up.
You know, it's funny. As soon as you called, we just had him on the show. We're still live. Literally, the second your call came through, he vanished. So I don't know what happened there.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, dudes. I obviously still have all the cameras. And obviously, I want to share them with you. Like I said before, I've been using them, so it's been kind of just crazy and like trying to get them out to you. But like I mentioned to Anthony, never meant to hoard onto him. You know, obviously, I like doing all the shows and all the stuff together, and just stuff's been crazy. So.
No, we get it. And we didn't like call Anthony and say, "Hey, Drew's keeping the cameras. He won't share." He, I don't know if you've been kept up to date with what's been going on with Gino and Anthony, but in his,
I have not. Can you actually fill me in?
Well, Anthony went on Kevin Brennan's show. Gino took umbrage with some of the things Anthony said and said, "Suck my fucking dick, Anthony." Oh, here we go. Anthony's back. There's the boss.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something went crazy.
We're on the phone with Drew.
I see. How you doing, Drew?
What up, boss?
But so what basically, Drew, what had happened is he was under the impression we were all using the cameras and the TriCaster and stuff. And we were just like, we have a couple microphones. Like, we're not using everything. And it went from there.
I just assumed when it was like the email or text I got was like, "Hey, can we use this, this, and that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we can use it." I thought you, Drew, and Steve, or you, Garrett and Steve, would do a show, like it was meant for a show. I didn't think it was just you freelancing with the equipment. I thought, Drew and Garrett and Steve could do a show using that equipment, because that was my concern, was more for you guys in the booth to be able to start up a podcast very quickly with good equipment. And then they're sitting here with maybe a mic or two and no cameras or anything. And then I'm wondering, where the fuck did that equipment go? And then I hear Drew is out making money with it. That wasn't the intent, Mr. Drew.
Well, Anthony, first of all, we did, for a while, we were doing shows, which was great. But I don't know if you recall, we all lost our jobs before that, and we were all dirt poor. So I was doing everything I can to get the money.
So then you figured you'd fuck over Garrett and Steve by taking the equipment. Is that what it? Because they are in the same boat of being, fucked over by being fired by me, such a piece of shit, that you figured, fuck them, I'll take the equipment because I'm broke and I need to make money, when I was giving it so the three of you could use it. Is that what you're saying?
No, of course not. No, we were definitely doing the shows, and the plan was to do more shows. And then it just got so I actually wound up getting work and stuff like that. So I was just super busy. Dropped in a couple of times when I could, and even then it was like too much. And then I really was just back to back, like nonstop. until like the middle end of December. And
They only needed a camera. They only wanted one of the 3 cameras.
But it's important to have 3 cameras on a 3-camera shoot.
Oh, I bet it is. So why don't you buy one, Drew? Buy one with the money you've been making renting my equipment out and doing that instead of maybe giving them 1 camera. You work with 2 of mine and 1 of yours and the TriCaster and the computers and whatever else you need. I don't understand what you're saying as far as you were having. I understand you're getting gigs. That's great. But the cameras, you could at least give them 1 fucking camera.
Yeah, of course.
Not to lend, to keep.
But and we talked about this before, and I've said it before. Like, if I needed it back to do a 3-camera gig, you know, I would love to be able to work it that way, and I think that's something that we've agreed upon in the past.
Well, that would have to be agreed upon between you guys, but you know, it doesn't seem like you've been very generous with the equipment here for them to then turn around and go, all right, take the camera back.
Well, then I would be reluctant to share it back, wouldn't I? Of course, I want to share the camera and the equipment and everything.
No, not share. Not share. Give them a camera. You need to give them a camera that you'll never, ever, ever see again.
Oh, man, that makes it harder then.
Well, you know, you do have other equipment that you've been graciously given the opportunity to use and make money off of without anyone asking you for a cut of the money. I think 1 camera for the other 2 guys that shared the booth with you is not that big of an expense to you.
It's not. It's not.
Are you shooting pornos? What are you shooting?
Yeah, it's a 3-camera shoot. Who are you, Desi Arnaz?
And they don't have the cameras.
It's the same kind of stuff, interviews, podcast type stuff. You just need a wide and then the 2 close-ups, you know? And if it's like, if they can only afford to pay 1 person, me, then like I don't have somebody to like do other stuff, like move the cameras around and stuff like that. So I've been getting by. But like I said, things have not been bad for me as far as work goes. So I'm not as reliant.
Isn't that nice? In this economy. Go figure. All right. When can Steve and Garrett expect the camera?
Yeah. Like I said, I have a shoot booked on the 23rd that needs all 3
The
cameras.
23rd?
Yep. And then after that, we'll work it out.
Work it out? No, you need to give them the camera. Wow, you people know how to negotiate. I'll give you that one. Negotiate with these desert people.
Like we have $100? How much was that camera?
$250.
$250. You can't buy a little webcam that works just as well as those cameras as your 3rd auxiliary camera?
Absolutely not. It's
Absolutely not. Those are good cameras, expensive, good cameras. Oh my God. All right. I gotta go.
All right.
I'm disgusted.
And get like better stuff, you know.
Take it easy, Drew.
All right. Later, Anthony. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much for hanging out this long with us. We had a fucking blast hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
about
Drew.
the
Yuck.
Oh my God, that was the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen. I haven't laughed that hard in fucking months watching him try to get that thing on.
Oh, you saw that? Nice.
Well, yeah, I had to see how much you guys were talking about me.
Yeah, no, we just want a camera. Anthony
Oh,
Anthony was under the impression we'd been using it the whole time, and we were like, no, we had a few shows in the beginning where you produced them for us, like very generously. That was very nice of you to do. But then from there on, me and Garrett went to B&H and we're looking at, these fucking $3,000 cameras. And it's like, what the fuck are we spending? Like, can't we just have a camera?
definitely.
All right. So we'll work out a plan.
Well, yeah, we'll work out
it out. We'll work it out.
a custody plan.
Are you guys still doing shows at that bar?
No,
No.
not anymore.
Everywhere we go seems to close down forever.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that we didn't leave all the equipment there, isn't it?
Totally.
Yeah, that was actually that was a plan at one point. Is we were gonna put everything down in Nick's basement. And
Yeah, why don't we just put it in all the stuff that we have in one place that we don't own?
yeah,
That sounds like a great idea.
if you noticed, we didn't follow through with that because it didn't seem like a perfect idea.
Yeah.
Did the bar close?
The bar's gone, yeah.
Oh my god.
We're like locusts. We show up, and that means it's time for this place to end.
That's too bad because that guy was really nice, and I liked going to that place. I thought there would be something there'd be more of that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still talk to Nick. It's just he doesn't have the bar anymore. He's still a good guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I'm still sad about it. It was my like 1 day a week where I would get fucking
Oh my
shithoused,
God.
hammered every week and just have a blast. And now we're gonna have to figure out another way for me to get completely obliterated every week. 'Cause now I need it. But yeah, we didn't mean for you to get. I said it to Anthony multiple times. I was like, I didn't want to start a whole thing. I didn't want there to be some fight. I just want a camera. That's all.
Yeah, I do not think this is the whole thing, and I do feel bad that obviously that I've been holding on to everything, and it obviously wasn't supposed to be that way. I was really hoping to do a lot more shows from my apartment, to do all that kind of stuff, and then, like I said, it's just been fucking nonstop craziness. And when it's not nonstop craziness, I just like want to sit down for a second. I don't even like the idea of setting up the studio in my apartment is like
Oh God.
intimidating. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just been so long, it's like a whole thing.
Uh-huh.
So I apologize for not being better about that kind of stuff, but I do want to do it. You know what I mean? I'd love to do whatever. I'd love to do something, And I feel bad too for Gino because I don't know what he's doing, but I always feel bad for him. No, I'm just kidding. But it was good to see him and you guys for the brief time at his birthday thing the other night.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, we're doing a show," and Larry's like, "Yeah, we're doing a show tomorrow. Like, can we do it like with the equipment at your house?" And I was like, "I'm actually free tomorrow." Like, so like, yeah, I could be talked into it or whatever. I still have to set everything up again, which is again a pain in the fucking ass.
Mhm.
But Gino kind of like cold shouldered out of it. Like, I guess, everybody assumes that I'm maliciously holding on to this stuff or whatever, or something like that. And
You put out that video where you had it all in a pile and you were sitting on top of it and you said, "It's mine. It's all mine. You can't have any."
it was like
I didn't know what the video was supposed to
lit it on
mean. But
Yeah.
we were giggling when Anthony took out his phone. He's like, "I'm texting Drew right now." I was like, "Oh boy." I didn't mean for this to get, but no, I'm glad he did. Now we connected and we're figuring out the camera situation. Because I swear to God, me and Garrett were in B&H. First of all, talking to people, thinking they knew how to help us. I'm like, I have a podcast. I want a camera with these exact specifications. I needed to run for over 2 hours. I need to be able to do this. We got directed 3 different ways.
Uh-huh.
And then everywhere we landed, it's like, well, this one's about $4,000. And I'm like, no, I don't. That's too much fucking money. Can I have a $1,000 camera for the love of fuck? So I'm very happy if we can get our hands on a good camera without paying all the money we have.
What if this? What if after the shoot that I have, maybe do you guys shoot on weekends?
No.
Never?
Well, I mean, I could always take an Uber to your place and come pick it up.
Well, I was going to say, instead of just that, why don't we make a thing of it and do a Trudio session, and then after the session, I can, give you guys the stuff I'm not using.
I mean, I'm down for that, but we don't want you setting up the whole studio just for one time, too. If it's
But I I could do it. I've just been lazy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's possible. It's like a lot of the stuff is like the microphone thing is still run under my couch. You know, like, but it's it's just a little bit of a pain in the ass. But I can make it happen. Resurrected Drudio. Maybe, I mean, if you guys would be down with a weekend thing, that would be easiest for me. But you saying you don't shoot on weekends, so
Yeah, no, the weekend's not. It's kind of tough. If we could figure something out during the week, if not,
Friday
like
a
Garrett
weekend?
said, he could just come pick it up. It's not it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would like to do a Drudio, but if you can't do on like Monday through Thursdays usually when we shoot, if we can't figure that out, it's don't stress yourself out.
Well, I can't do Monday or Tuesday. Excuse me. I can't do Monday or Tuesday. The following week after that shoot, but maybe Wednesday, and I'd love to get Gino involved too as well.
We'll get Gino.
Yeah.
He's a hard get, but I know someone.
We can even do like the football
also,
show no matter what day it is.
Garrett, you might get a call. I can't tell you too much, but somebody hit me up about this morning show business podcast that their A1 just quit.
Ooh, goodness.
And so I put your name through. He said he might call you, but he might have somebody else in line before you. So keep an ear out for that. And don't mention Compound.
Your phone's ringing.
My phone is ringing.
So hey, Gary, you might be working for a business podcast. But you already work for a business podcast. This is a business podcast.
I hit the hang up button.
You hit the hang up on Gino, you piece of shit. Gino's calling. I think he wants in on this.
Oh, Gino.
I can fucking do a Drudio with him and just take the camera.
There you go. Gino can come by over the weekend and take the camera with him.
What the fuck does that mean? We all feel bad for Gino, Garrett. I can't. What a full show. What a full show.
I gotta get this soundboard to take phone calls.
I'm so confident in the show you guys are putting on. I screeching holded it twice, motherfuckers. That's how good a show this is. My favorite part was Anthony making the face like, did he really just say that to me 5 times?
You talk to these two. I have to pee.
All right. So, there's too many things. Screeching hold out.
No, screeching hold
Yeah,
stand.
yeah.
Screeching hold stand.
Wait, what?
So yeah, so you're able to do maybe a show on the weekend.
I'd love to get the Drudio back together. I've been hitting him up for that. Maybe I can even get Rubino to come out, but I'll do a Drudio show with him. And I'll just take a camera with me. And I'm sure nothing will happen to the camera. I'm so responsible. I'll show up at your place. This is a bottle of scotch. Yes, I got a very good deal.
No, you'll show up and be like, was I supposed to bring the camera? I left it at home.
And then you'd be like, can I have the camera? Well, on the 29th of October, I'm filming a graduation. What?
So this guy gets it.
Can't even hear anything. Where did Steve go to take a shit? Oh, by the way, I got Bill on my show. Bill's doing the show tomorrow. I don't think he knows. I'll see if Anthony wants to fucking sabotage him.
That image of Anthony putting it on and his arm just sticking out from the cups.
You know me. Ask Keanu. I'm screaming at him. He doesn't know. I'm screaming. You know how I get. I'm like, she's like, calm down. I can't calm down. This isn't a bit. None of us are this good an actor. He is, and he's doing what you were doing. I was waiting for him to sit in the chair. I'm starting up the car and I'm driving 5,000. Who spends half of their monthly income to ruin a jacket that's not theirs? Who does that? What kind of person who does that?
for a Halloween party. Like I can understand if maybe he was thinking, hey, I'm doing that Bowery Boys tour and I'm gonna wear that jacket just as a talking point.
Let's not besmirch the fine name of Bill Schultz. I now almost I don't regret it at all. That was so funny.
Someone tweeted under the picture. It's already on Twitter. Someone tweeted under it. Anthony should shorten the sleeves and send it back. Oh, I can't stand it.
All right.
All right.
I think we have to clear the phone lines. We have to end our show.
Yeah. I'm good, but yeah, we'll figure something out. And
later, buddy.
And I'd love to do a thing with everybody that's on this phone call, on this conference call.
For sure.
Yeah.
Movie maybe.
Yeah. No, we'll hit you up. We'll figure out when we're gonna do a show or whatever.
All right, sounds good. Cheers, boys.
Later, buddy.
I don't watch it, but I love it.
Thanks.
Excellent support. Thank you. Love you, Joe.
Cheers.
Well, I think we did it for the day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we didn't get to the super chats. Anthony was saying goodbye to us and I interrupted him completely. I was like, just gotta throw these at you real quick. I gotta just throw these real, and it didn't work. I tried. I apologize. I know you guys wanted to talk to Ant. But it didn't work out. We were too busy. We were talking about Opie and the jacket and
Gino.
There was a lot to get to.
And Drew, yeah.
There
really
was
covered all our bases.
There was 5 seconds today where I was like, let me make sure I get some extra content just in case we run out of. Could have had him on another 3 hours talking about that fucking jacket. Speaking of which, Rocky Pintosi, which Rocky sent me money to my Venmo for Edie's surgery. Thank you very much, Rocky. The grease was very appreciated. Edie tomorrow morning will be at the veterinarian getting her surgery.
But you said the surgery is $1,500. He sent you $10,000. I can't believe that.
I wish. I really wish he sent that much. Oh, wait, do you think other people compete? Yeah, he said 20 grand.
Yeah.
He said so many grand, I couldn't count it on one hand. That's how many grand. Anybody wants to beat Rocky in the High Rollers Pay for Edie Surgery Club, please feel free.
What do you write?
My Venmo is at Steve Conti 4, I think.
Steven-Conti-4.
Just remember that. Commit that to memory. At Steven-Conti-4.
The number 4.
The number 4.
Yeah.
If you want to send me money so my dog can live.
And you probably have to give out the last 4 digits of your phone number for them too.
No, it's fine.
I'm just saying if you want.
I would have.
You have to dox yourself.
But anyway, thank you, Rocky. That was very nice of you. Rocky Pintosi says, the jacket made me piss my pants. The fact that Schultz is broke and spent $100 on your coat shows how much he didn't respect you. These two are the only two that didn't think you owe them something. F them all.
Thank you, Rocky.
I very much appreciate the sentiment. We definitely don't act like Anthony owes us anything. The whole equipment thing, we were just like, hey, listen, like we appreciate what we have, but what do you? I'm sorry.
Because it's been brought up a few times that like we have all the equipment, or it's assumed that we all have the equipment. It was brought up
at one point, right back in like July.
Yeah,
there, not even by Anthony, by Missy on Twitter was like, you didn't say anything. I didn't fucking say anything. People were like, oh, Garrett's owed more because he was so loyal and all this shit. And Missy was like, well, that fucking equipment was a nice severance package. And we're sitting here like, what equipment?
That was because when I was doing those like Malice's show, and I said I didn't get any severance.
Right.
So then that was a response, which understand they thought I got all this equipment. So that would be severance. Yeah.
Correct.
But we didn't get any of it.
A little mix up. And we used it with Drew a few times, but then it just fizzled out.
Yeah.
Jeffrey the Giraffe, another $50 super chat. Thank you very much. And again, I tried at least for these guys to just throw them up so we would see them, and it just Anthony had enough. I think we got his heartbeat going with the jacket thing. But Jeffrey says, love the boys, bringing the coom. Thank you. Great show. Thoughts and prayers to Garrett's girlfriend, Edie. Wishing her the best. I love you. I love you too, Jeffrey.
Jeff. We love you.
Love you. Right here on the board, under Ga. There's Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
There's my Jeffy. And then back up here to just kidding. Just kidding. Call Gino and tells him to S his D, and Gino calls him a ped. Fair is fair. Oh, Ant tells him to S his D, and Gino calls him. Again, I wish we could have made that happen. There was a little too much going on, but that would have been funny. For a split second, when I put Gino on the phone the first time, and Gino's like, "Hey, suck my dick." He said something. I was like, "Oh, this might be happening again." Obviously, he was kidding, but he said it again. And I'm like, I don't know if he likes that. I don't think he likes it as a joke either.
It triggered him. Yeah, good trigger.
I don't know. But yeah, it all worked out. Win at all costs. Ant and Jim can now do a show. I think that has occurred to both of them.
And Opie. Opie said that too.
Right.
Yeah.
He said some snide, shitty thing about it, though. He didn't.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, those guys can finally do a show. It was like some, like, without me, of course, because I'm there. Like, hey, guys, you should kind of feel bad for me, actually. Like, they're best friends. I'm just the guy who got left behind. Whatever. Yeah, I think they know that. I think it might be part of the reason. I mean, I'm sure Anthony was just talking to him about what was going on with him. But he might have been like, hey, so you want to not do a show every day or every week or whatever, but like
more often.
Come on, come on my show. I'll go on
does
yours.
Anthony have guests anymore in the show? I don't think so.
I don't know.
But I would assume Norton would be a guest soon just to promote his new show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't picture them ever, because now like Jim Norton's not moving to South Carolina to go do a show with Anthony just so he can sit there nervously fucking picking himself because Anthony's going to say something about black people and that's going to be it. Like, there's no way he wants that. But they're still boys. They're still buddies. So they're going to, I'm sure, do more now because Norton's going to have more free time to do his own thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they're going to do like a recurrent. Maybe I'm completely wrong. who the fuck knows? But I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen.
They did.
Totally.
Yeah. I don't see it happening.
We've been rooting for it. It feels like 1,000 years since O&A ended. Everybody wants it. If the three of them could get back together and do something, it would be pretty crazy.
I know. Even a one-off.
Just where they all get in one room together and just talk. It would be awkward. And I'm sure Ant and Jim, the three of them probably wouldn't even want to really talk to each other. Anthony and Jim would want to talk, but they wouldn't want the awkward confrontation part of it.
But when Ant was doing his show live from the compound at his house, in Roslyn, there was a while where him and Opie were like simulcasting and calling each other on each other's shows, and like the chemistry was still there. Pretty hard,
This guy's got chemistry, man.
It did though. They just they could throw everything away and just like have that conversation like they did. It was impressive. So maybe, especially a one-off, they could easily do it.
Sure. Logistically, it's not impossible. It's just, how do you convince them to go do that? I don't know how. I don't know. Other than what everybody wants, just do it for the love of God. Bo Stanko, what up, Bo? Hey, Steve, have Ant call Gino and tell him to S his D. Again, that's a wonderful suggestion. I wish we could have gotten to it. Jack Brennan 666, Ant, where's the audiobook version? Spare me. You said months ago it would be available on Audible for pre-order. Not so. Is that a dead project or what? Ooh. Controversy with the audiobook.
I don't know.
Maybe Brad Trackman was supposed to help put it out. And
maybe.
He fucked him over. Johnny Russo, yeah. Maybe they're supposed to help put it out and they were derelict in their duties.
Yeah. I don't know. I figured he'd be able to do it. He has a microphone at home. He could just sit there and read it.
Now he doesn't have time. Now he's going to be trying to readjust that jacket for the near future, trying to put it back together to what it once was.
Sorry we couldn't get your answer, Jack.
Yes, apologies, Mr. Jack. That's a fact, Jack. Caggiano Joseph, great to see the old gang back together.
Thank you. It was fun.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no complaints. Thank you, Caggiano. That was a nice jolt. We needed a little kick in the ass, and that was like a fun, very fun night, because it's not like we just had Anthony and we bullshitted. We talked about stuff I just wanted to talk about, and it went better than I thought it would.
Yeah, we just like flowed right into the next one. We had them all set up. We were like, and it just naturally happened. Like, and then Bill Schultz. Well, speaking of Bill Schultz,
I couldn't believe he said his name. I was like, really? Funny you bring him up. It's like a hot poker in the back of my brain since you've been on screen.
That was the first
I need to know
topic.
about that fucking jacket because no one's asked you about this, and it's been months.
Yeah, last night when we were like, oh yeah, if we get Anthony on, the first thing we have to ask him about is the jacket.
Goddamn jacket that Bill told us he got altered. But anywho, next one. Barrister 1401. Garrett and Steve, how to enhance Mike's taste. Salty. They taste like my farts and Garrett's farts. We should be keeping better track of whose mic is whose because these things get abused with farts.
The one with the clip is, I usually give that one to you.
So you are keeping track because you don't want to just inhale.
Because we don't use the clip, but I find when I have the clip, I sit here and play with it. And I'm like, what am I doing? And I just constantly like pop it off and pop it on. And I'm like, I'll just give it to Steve. He doesn't touch shit.
You're like every other dumb autistic piece of shit that's ever been on Compound. When we had the desk and those little holes that the mics came through that had the removable plastic disc.
You'd have to touch it and drop it.
85% of guests on any show would not be able to help themselves from just touching it. And like, you have to kind of reach forward to grab it.
Yeah.
So I would just watch people reaching forward and just fiddling around with this thing. And 100% of the time, you inevitably hear this clunk noise of it falling through the hole. And them just going, oh, I broke it. Oh, I broke it. Everyone just gets so nervous and fidgety and can't stop. It's just fucking grab your balls. I don't know. Stop touching the equipment.
Are you talking to me? He's like, grab my balls.
But they taste pretty free and pretty awesome.
Anthony just texted with a review.
Oh, did he?
That was a banger show. Laughy face, thumbs up.
Oh, thanks, boss. Much appreciated.
Nick Giordano wrote, you guys are fucking geniuses. Thank you, Nick.
Yes, geniuses. That's well said. E-Rock Tech, the Nagel hotline rang and he just said, this is amazing. But he texted me, this is amazing, when Anthony was texting Drew the second time and Drew called in. He said, this is, he was very much enjoying the equipment drama. But yeah.
By the way, for all the extra people that are here watching, we have a Patreon. We'd love for you to subscribe to it. Patreon.com/Garrett and Steve. For a measly $5, you could get all your Patreon needs, Garrett and Steve needs on Patreon.
Well said.
Thank you.
All of your needs met. If you want your dick sucked, you want to get rimmed, you want pictures of my feet, Patreon.com/Garrett and Steve. We can do it all for you. We have some bonus content coming out tonight around midnight, probably. It's great. This was fun. Aaron. Making hippie porn in his basement. That's in reference to what Drew is doing with the cameras. Probably.
Like honestly,
these 3 camera shoots, I think there's a bunch of crunchy girls with armpit hair getting railed out on his couch next to his cats, and he's got these butts all angles.
Like I'm not in the production job field or whatever, but
you were.
Not like a video production, I mean.
Okay.
Do they put out jobs and being like, we want to do a 3-camera shoot, but you have to have the cameras?
Yeah.
That is a thing.
If you're a freelance, like.
So there's freelance guys that have all the equipment. Oh, okay.
It's like a one-man podcast. They show up and they have mics. So like they do the whole thing for you.
Oh, all right.
That's what you pay for. If you have all of the equipment, you make them pay more.
Yeah.
That's why this is good for Drew to have all that stuff so he can charge people more. That's the idea.
Now, when I said, can he just use one of these webcams as a third cam? It won't be the same.
It wouldn't. You'd have one shot that looked completely different from the other 2.
Okay.
And that would be people don't want to pay for that.
Uh-huh.
So I understood what he meant.
Okay.
It's just, as Anthony said, like, I didn't give you this to just go fucking free and not share with like. And it is a little wild that we're negotiating. It's like the guy who gave it to you said no. There's no negotiating. He said no. But you know, I don't want to like because again, this isn't someone I hate. I'm like, fuck him. I fucking really loved working with Drew. He's a great guy. On this, we disagree clearly. But so yeah, I keep wanting to not make it a thing, but I'm like, but I want a camera. Like, it's completely fair. There's 3 of each of these things that, you know, more than 3 mics, 3 cameras.
Yeah.
It should be, you should have a camera. I should have, he should have one. It shouldn't be he gets all the stuff because he found a good use for it. That's not how.
Because he asked Anthony for it.
That's not what the idea was, you know?
Yeah.
But
he asked Anthony in the idea of we're all going to do a podcast together. Kind of thing. Yeah.
Keep the show going. That was the phrase used a bunch of times. Keep the show going. But yeah. Miss Jessie the Body Ventura says IRT 765. Miss Jessie the Body Ventura. Does he miss Jessie the Body Ventura?
Maybe Anthony's doing impressions of him. He misses him.
Oh,
doing.
Yeah, me too. That was the one thing I fucking completely forgot about. I wanted to ask Anthony about Dice because we talked a couple weeks ago about how I wanted to ask him specifically since he's the only reason I actually like Dice is his impression. I asked him like, so do you actually think but he was of the time like you where he's probably, he's the funniest guy ever.
Yeah.
But I wanted to just ask him so he would do Dice a whole bunch of times. Really, yeah. Just bring him up.
We should have brought up that video of Opie trying to do the Dice bit.
I don't remember that video.
We watched it during the New Year's Eve show that we put out on Patreon. Remember, he walks up to someone and is like, "Oh, you want the picture?"
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just stole his whole thing. His Instagram bit where he was like, "You wanted a picture?" Yeah, and he just and then he was like, "Dice does it." He got all shitty at the end.
On Dice, yeah.
He's like, "Dice does it. I could do it too. Fuck Dice." Oh, fuck. Oh, we're gonna have to have him on again so we can ask him. Gabe bitch is 100%. I saw this before and I started giggling. Ant just got the bull.
He did.
No, Ant messed with the bull. He got the Schultz. Ant 100%. Yeah, he got the Schultz.
A delayed Schultz.
He got a time bomb Schultz of that fucking jacket not fitting. Again, I kind of feel shitty because maybe he literally would have never even put that jacket on again.
I know.
But I had to know because it's so goddamn funny to me.
What would have happened in 6 years? He would have tried to put it on for some reason. And then it would have been debt, like we wouldn't have heard about it.
Wouldn't have even thought of it.
Yeah.
But I had to know, like, did you try it on? Because if you don't know, you met the bull. He certainly did. His jacket got the Schultz big time. Christy Mayer. Oh, sorry, I missed this. I just tweeted at Opie. I said I'd promote his new YouTube channel if he'd let me interview him. I'm no Mr. Beast, though. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be as into it. You're not which, as we all know, Mr. Beast was made on Opie's show.
Yeah.
That's where everybody knows him from, his Opie show.
Started there before it was big. That's what made him big.
Even though he was ever on there.
Yeah.
But hopefully he accepts Christy's invitation to promote the channel. I don't know if it's up to 500 followers yet. It must be at this point.
It's got to be. Now that Anthony talked about it.
No. Oh my fucking God.
Oh my God. 478.
He's right there. He is right there.
Knocking on the door.
He's knocking on the door. 500, 478. So he's basically there. I'm not going to hit subscribe, but if at any point I log on and it's 499, I'll hit it.
Okay.
I want to be the one to push him over the finish line. But I don't want to help just yet. But yeah, hopefully he goes on Chrissy's show. And Yule Brenner's Shadow Muppet. Good luck to little Edie. Oh, thank you, Yule. Yeah, I'm doing what I did when Charlie needed surgery, and I'm just up until tomorrow morning pretending it's not even happening. And
You're really worried about it? Like,
no, I'm not. But at the same time, you have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially because like they did that thing where they were like, we just have to say this. So don't worry, but we just have to say this. Are we allowed to give life-saving treatment if something goes wrong in the surgery and resuscitate the dog? It's going to cost around $500-$600. Right off the bat, they're telling me how much it's going to cost. And I'm like, okay, so you think this is probably going to happen? No. But we're like, yeah, of course, do whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
And before she said $500-600, I was assuming this was just how this kind of thing went. And it's like, yeah, we're gonna pretend your dog got all fucked up and we had to save her life, and now you owe 10 grand.
At least they told you the price.
Yeah, at least we know if things go. But yeah, Edie girl, she's gonna be fine. I love her to death, so everything's gonna work out perfectly. She's the best. Don't foot rub her. She's getting surgery tomorrow. Poor gal. But she'll be fine. They're just removing a big lump.
Yeah.
Friggin' limp.
It's like they're not opening her up or anything.
No,
Yeah.
She's not getting cracked open. SEAL Team 6, reminding Ant to watch Mr. In Between Australian Sopranos. Just get Iraq to flick through it and find some funny Aussie accent scenes at least. Well, it sounds like that's something we could do. Iraq's watching. We'll direct that to Iraq.
Yeah.
To do for him. Mr. In Between. Maybe I'll check that. I want to watch the Australian Sopranos. Saint Ranger. Hello, Saint Ranger. I saw Bill saying he altered it, and I'm glad you found out. That's for Anthony. Yeah. No, because I'm pretty sure he said it on our show at Offside.
Yes,
when we had Bill
he
on.
did.
He said on the air. That's why I'm like, I'm not telling secrets. He said this shit on the air.
Yeah.
I was surprised Anthony had not caught wind of any of this shit. Not noticed on Twitter that Pat Dixon and Bill were beefing and going back and forth for fucking like 48 hours, to the point where Bill went on Pat's show and they were screaming at each other. Like, I don't know how he didn't know any of this. It was all about his jacket.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, Bill's mom yelling at him to keep quiet. Oh,
Someone's got to send Anthony that clip. He has to watch that. It's so fucking funny. If I'd known he hadn't seen it, I would have had it ready 100%. I just assumed he'd seen it. Eugene Stoner, I can't stop laughing at the coat. Dude, I'm going to be thinking about that for weeks.
That image is burned in my mind of him standing
His
up
arms.
and his arms just sticking out.
Popping out of the fucking thing, and him legitimately like getting angry. Like, what the fuck? I think even when I was telling him Bill had it altered, he thought like, oh, it's probably going to be a little short. It might be slightly tight. It looked like a children's coat on him. It didn't. It looked insane. I can't believe. And yeah, Bob Phantom Patrice, Ant's Jaws coat. This is the best day of my life. So fucking funny. I agree. BFP. Chris Subdivisions Baldesano. Hello, Chris. Someone call me a piece of shit. I'm feeling left out. How the F am I the normal one around here?
Oh, God, you're always the most normal fan.
Yeah.
Chris, yeah. You're like Mr. Normal. He texted me too, like, what kind of camera are you guys looking at? Maybe I can help out some way.
We're looking
Find a
at
source.
We're looking at a Sony. It was like an XD camera that from. Do you know? Do you have one from Compound Media that we used for a while? I was looking for one of those.
Now, do you think Drew will be like, listen, I still need the tripod for it?
I don't know if we're getting that camera, to be honest with you.
I know.
I think the 23rd is a bit of a put off date. It's a simmer down, cool off period.
Hopefully they forget.
They're gonna forget again.
Like the jacket. He's
just like the jacket.
Bill jacketing us. Yeah.
He's Bill jacking. And that cat, we're gonna have to bug him for it. Or no, we just have to go do a show out there. The problem is we can't go during the weekend, so we're gonna just figure an alternate way around that. But we'll figure it out. Win at all costs. If the coat doesn't fit, you must quit. Yeah, I mean, according to the size of that coat, it's not really Anthony's anymore.
He can't wear it.
If they were in court,
maybe Missy could wear it now.
Fighting over custody, the judge would be like, "Well, whose jacket is this really? Both of you try it on." It would fit Bill like a glove. Anthony, not so much. So Anthony would actually probably have to fork it over, or they'd have to like Code of Hammurabi split it in half, and he could have one sleeve, and
they both can't enjoy it now.
Age of Quarrel. Opie and Ray DeVito need to team up. Owen Ray.
Oh my God,
that's not a bad idea. They're the same guy, kind of.
They are.
They do the thing where I don't do a show. It's just a hang. I just turn this shit on and I just go, man. It's not. They both do that.
Yeah, they both pretend they don't care.
while caring.
While caring
quite a
way
bit.
too much.
Yeah. Obsessively, some would say. I'm talking about, I don't know so much about Ray, but Opie, he reads every single chat, not super chats, every single chat to make sure if someone says something nasty, he could either refute it or block them. And it's exhausting. The Ginger Man, Anthony, Dalton Clodfelter stopped NHB. I was his producer, and he introduced me to you and O&A, NHB babies, and Groypers love you, dog.
No holds barred.
Salute. Yeah, that was a Dalton. Gino's best friend for a few weeks.
For a month or whatever.
Yeah. Well, good for you. I hope that all works out.
Mm-hmm. Best
of luck. Shano, fuck true. This is hilarious. Jonathan Mardukas, A+ episode. Get that fucking camera. I love you.
Thank you, John.
As long as Drew's done with it, we'd love it as well. And now to the $2 chats. Push-ups, 2345. That's totally not
Spirit on.
That's not Spirit on.
No.
Hey Noriega, you excited? We're taking back Panama. I think that was Anthony.
Anthony in the
With
glasses.
the glasses. Yeah. Okay. All right, Opie. We get it. He looks silly in his glasses.
What do you think about? Have you seen all those Trump proclamations that he's going to rename the Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America? He wants to turn Canada into a new state, and he wants to buy Greenland.
Buy Greenland. I saw that one.
And own the Panama Canal or take it back from Panama, I guess. I don't know.
Great. I'm all for it, but it's almost like
none of them are going to happen.
We're doing all that elsewhere. Great. If that all helps. There's like a bunch of shit happening here. Can we fix that? Or is it, hey, let's distract everyone from the H-1B thing and go anywhere but America to fix problems and add to our plate of shit.
But maybe if we did all those things, it would boost our confidence in America and it would just work out.
Boost the economy.
Yeah, in ancillary ways.
I haven't looked into any of this at all, so I speaking on it would be stupid.
But
I keep reading stuff like that, and I'm like, what are we doing? I don't remember any of this. Fine, I guess. But yeah, fuck Greenland. We should have it. Why not? Yeah. What are they using? What are they doing with it? Get some precious minerals.
He tried to buy it last time he was president. Or, he put out a feeler, I guess, and said, I want to buy it.
I didn't know it was for sale. He's just showing up at their house. I'm buying this.
I think it's just like if you have it up, it's kind of like the Twitter deal where like if they charge so much money and you have that money, you're like, fuck it. It's yours now.
I guess. I
don't know.
I didn't, like I said, I didn't look into any of this. I just saw on Twitter and I was like, oh, interesting. It'd be cool if we have more countries under our power. I thought it was funny that they were showing pictures of Greenland and they were like the beautiful landscape, all these picturesque mountaintops and green hills and stuff, rivers. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, we need this. We need Greenland because we can compete with China in the precious minerals and precious like underground resources department. And we will just, so basically what we're going to do is all these pictures they're posting, we're going to fuck all that shit up. We're going to go digging in there, ripping shit out of the ground and turn it into a big fucking shithole mining town. Like, okay, I wouldn't use these pictures to promote that. But I like the idea of, everyone makes more money somehow, but who knows? People in our tax bracket usually aren't the recipient of that kind of wealth. So I kind of don't give a shit. Curtis John, Ant fired the bull, but ended up getting the Schultz. 100%. He put that jacket on. That was a Schultzing of a lifetime. He messed with the bull. The JW. This should be a monthly extra charge show. Sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fight you on that. That'd be a nice way to make money and having a ton of fun. That'd be great. Johnny Chopsticks, just give the jacket to Mario Bosco. I think other than Bill, it's the only person it would fit. 100%. That's a fact, Jack. Mario would rock that.
He would.
What's this, a Mr. Potato Head jacket? You know how many pieces a Mr. Potato Head comes with?
27.
That's right, 27. and then cram them all up his ass. Who does that? Oh,
hey.
standing O. A filthy farmer with a $3 super sticker. Thank you, Phil.
Filthy.
Always checking in with the sticks. I like it. Quick and to the point. Thank you, Mr. Farm. Jessica's puppy dog rescue. Not doing much to stop the stereotypes, Drew. You really didn't.
Can't argue with that.
It didn't come off as someone who didn't want to hold on to stuff, but at least he negotiated his way into still keeping everything, basically. The camera might end up in our hands somehow. But Curtis John with the follow-up. How much is the rental fee Drew is going to charge?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it started off, I'll lend it to them and they have to give it back.
I know.
If we went with that, then we probably would be like, you guys owe me a few bucks for, because I could have been doing gigs with this. So you guys kind of owe me money.
How would that have worked? Like, now we have to go back to this old camera because Drew's using it for 2 days and we have to bring it to him, or he comes and picks it up, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't work at all.
We could share every other weekend.
Oh God.
Like divorced dads of a camera.
Camera, yeah.
Shano with the follow-up, Drew sucks. Shano then said, Drew sucks, such a shyster. And then Shano said, you're never going to see that camera. My arch nemesis, Shano.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Drew sounded like he was willing to part with it eventually. Not at first.
No.
Not even to Anthony, but I think we got there. Barton Fink.
But like,
yeah,
I thought we were going to finally like just confront Drew and be like, listen, we need the camera. But then Anthony steps in and does it. And I'm like, now we're golden. We're going to get and he still fights back against it. It was like, what?
And again, I felt shitty even having Anthony involved in this at all, because what is he got to worry about this shit for? He gave us all that shit. So we thought, like, it should have been the end of it. There's no contacting him like, hey, he's not sharing. Not sharing the toys you gave with us. You keeping them all for himself. He should have never been roped in at all. But he found out because of how shit works out.
Yeah.
It showed on my face, but I was literally just like when he was texting him. I was like, because imagine getting that text that tersely worded. I wasn't just giving it to you. Oof. I wouldn't want it.
And then on the phone, he's like, no, give it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little awkward because I'm just like, listen, guys, it's fine. We'll just spend all that money on a new camera. I don't want to make anyone feel shitty. But I guess I do. Barton Fink was behind on the live and just heard Drew Jewing you out of a camera. My blood is boiling. True Drew colors shown. He said he'd give it to us.
And I get it. Like, he's making money from having those cameras and he needs to make money. He doesn't have a Patreon show.
Right.
So
I don't
get it, but
not,
you could do it with 2 cameras.
Or like Anthony said, use the money you've been making.
Yeah.
And buy yourself the third one and give the other one.
Those cameras are 10 years old. I'm sure you can find a used one on eBay for $500, $800 or something.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
They are 10 years old. What's going to happen is he's going to give us one and it's going to fucking shit the bed like day 2 of us using it. And it's going to be all this and the fucking thing's going to break. And we're going to bring it somewhere to get it fixed and be like, fixing this would cost more than it's worth. And it's like an outmoded model. So you guys are fucked. That's what's going to happen. Mark my words. But I would still like to do one show with the goddamn thing.
It survived compound.
I know.
A lot of abuse. We didn't really abuse the cameras, but they were in an area where people were smoking and things like,
being gross.
Being gross.
A couple of them got like knocked over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I never remember the cameras being knocked over.
People roughhousing would always belt into a camera. Yeah. Like Milo 100% knocked cameras over multiple times. Like, I'm surprised they're doing as well as they are. Pat Maloney, Garrett and Steve betting pool contest. If and when you guys will ever get the camera. That is a good pool. We
Yeah.
could definitely do something. Like that website. My wife used a website betting on when Charlie was going to be born. It was like the due date pool.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely a date pool.
Definitely.
We can have everybody sign up and throw a few bucks in, and the winner just gets the pool money. Like starting from like next week to a lot of people are going to pick the 23rd or the day of the 23rd.
Yeah.
And then just on from there, you pick what date you think we're going to get that camera.
Yeah.
We should be able to do something like that.
Gino ran the Chrissy Mayer give birth pool.
Yeah. We could literally just use that website with the giving birth thing and just we'll put Drew's camera. That would be we should do that 100%. Wow, the camera thing didn't sit well.
No.
Brad Buchanan, he gave us a little pay and say, fuck Drew, trade him a foreskin.
Thank you, Drew. Oh, not Drew.
Brad.
Brad.
That's A+. Justin, when you get to
happy birthday, Justin.
Oh, happy birthday, Just. Busted Just. When you get to the Drudio, bring gold chocolate coins with you. Place them somewhere, and at the end of the night, point them out and take the camera while he's distracted.
That's very anti-Semitic.
Yeah, we
Justin,
don't go for that,
No.
Justin. You know us better than that to think we'd laugh at some awful joke that is against the chosen ones. Come on, guys, grow up. Oh my God! All right, I think we did it. I think it's time for a little toot toot.
Toot toot.
We read the super chats. Now it's time for the go. Thank you all for watching.
We love you all.
Thank you all, the new viewers, for popping by to check out Anthony.
Yeah. Remember,
And,
we're on patreon.com/Garrett and Steve if you want to sign up.
If you don't feel like paying, we're on YouTube Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. till whenever. And then Thursdays is 3 to 5. Hard to remember. Sometimes I forget, but 3 out of the 4 days, it's 8 o'clock. Then the last day, 3 to 5. If you want to keep watching us stir shit. Because now, speaking of shit stirring, we got to get Bill on. I loved every second of everything that happened, but I don't like the idea of fucking him over because I love Bill. I really do. I even tried, like, in the middle, be like, I worked on morning and I had such a good time. I was really trying to be like, no, I thought this was going to be a silly thing. I didn't think Anthony was going to get really fucking mad.
I know. But, you know, it had to end this way. I had to see it.
Put that fucking jacket on. I had to.
I'm amazed that like it was available for Missy to grab. Like I was like thinking, oh, it's still in the box Bill's shipped it in, you know, and they just threw it in the basement somewhere.
Oh, my fucking jaw hurts.
But
from
no,
laughing.
they had it on a hanger. It was all ready, and then she with the cardboard cutout, the exact representation of how it fit Anthony before.
We gotta get Bill on smooth things out because now
I'm sure the pictures are all over Twitter already, and he's getting tagged in it.
I'm surprised I don't have a text or call of him just saying, "Go fuck yourselves, you assholes." But he has to know. We just literally, we thought it was funny. We weren't trying to fuck him over in any way. But God damn it, that was funny. Anyway, thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
That has been Garrett and Steve. And remember, I love you.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.